right, we're live on Twitch. We got the table up and running. I need to be black. Oh God, make me black. Why? Why couldn't I be black? I am a trans.
Top 10 ninja quotes.
Things I cannot say on the internet. All right, all right.
Oh, man.
You're still showing gray.
I am still showing gray.
Ninja.
Huh?
Do. Where is Skill? Where is the long?
Well, Long's not going to be on the table. He has to watch the stream and Discord at us.
Is he not at home?
Yeah, I'm black.
Huh?
Now that I'm black and I have all the power, I will change the world.
What is going on?
You know, on the table, the color black.
Oh, okay. Because I was getting ready to say those quotes did not line up.
He's having a reverse Michael Jackson.
You making fun of my vitiligo?
Whoa.
Is this the wrong map? Were we on a different map? What was it called?
Different map.
Change your skin.
It was like the interior map, right?
Yeah. And we're missing Nibenay and we're missing our characters.
Okay.
Where'd Skywhoops go? Is he offline already? What the hell?
My computer's a bit laggy. Give me a moment.
Yep.
Oh, it was called Inner Sanctum. There it is.
Inner Sanctum?
Alright.
Sounds like a dirty place to be.
Alright, let me hit up my favorite tabletop ambience page and make sure I'm muted in Twitch. Tabletop audio, ambiences, and music for gaming. Alright. What do we want? Do we want the Gaping Maw, the Cultist Cavern, the Swamp Thing? That sounds ominous. The Skull Wharf. I'm going to do this one called the Summoning. That sounds cool. Alright. Oh god, the loudness. The loudness. I need to set my browser to like 4% in my volume mixer for this not to blow my ears out. 4%, I say. Alright, so you all have just breached the throne room, the grand chamber of Nibenay himself. The room begins to fill with an ominous smoke.
Rara needs a little bit of a recap.
Alright, so Rara, you
He's not
probably
on the table.
Should join the table. Let me send a message to Long too, see if we can get him in here.
Sounds like he got disconnected. It's on his side. I'm gonna give me a minute, but we'll take a minute, I guess, to give a chance to everybody to get on.
Yeah, let me send some messages here.
Okay.
What happened, Long? Sent him some DMs, but he's not online. Ah, this music is perfect. This ambience is great. Well, Seamhook is going to comment that this smoke is abnormal. Something is wrong. Mull on that, I suppose.
How we doing? We doing good? Hello? 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 Can you guys hear me?
I just got back. What's up?
So everyone good? What we doing?
I wish. Long has disappeared. He fell off the earth.
So it's Skywell.
So did Skywell. I sent Skywell a message. Ghosted. Hurts my feelings.
It's supposed to be the finale, man. Giving us with the bang.
I don't know. Should I recruit? Do we need like a new, more enthusiastic player to join the fray?
Nah.
I mean,
Like-
Skywell's not saying he quit, but his actions speak louder than words.
What happened to Rara?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, disconnected probably.
Internet problems. Glorious, glorious internet problems.
Internet problem. You should have seen last week here. It's a fucking nightmare.
What happened? Was it down a lot?
Well, one of the biggest, like, if not the biggest provider in Canada, just fucking fell apart.
Oh shit.
And
Yeah, I think I heard something about that.
yeah, the internet was down for like 2 days. People couldn't even like pay by card. You had to go and get cash. You know,
Mm.
it was a nightmare.
A lot
Like,
of people having trouble with the credit cards lately. A lot of people.
that hasn't been a problem with credit cards, but
It was for long
Yeah.
the other day.
like for bank cards, like automatic pay, like a tap,
Mm.
it was a little bit different. That was a pain. Like without the internet, the businesses they couldn't connect to the bank. So it really shut down the country. And then I use Rogers too here at home, so I didn't have internet for like 2 days.
Lame.
Yep.
It's roughing it.
There's a big class action suit though. That just opened. People are pissed this time. Like I haven't seen that many people at the bank like that, like in a long time. I think last time was like in the 90s, you know, when people were still using like fucking checkbook. Ay, ay, ay. Oh!
Aye, aye, aye.
It's a long.
Longer James.
Long John.
Long's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's muted though. Hello. It's Aurora.
All right. Hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in business. We got a full team. Let's do this.
Long is good.
Fuck too soon.
Shit.
He's probably trying to figure it out. Hello.
Hey.
There you go. We got some sound.
Are you able to watch the stream and talk on Discord at the same time? Oh, I see. He's not home yet. Oh, look at that. Pika's real excited about playing some Skyrim with the mods.
Yeah, okay. Just wait till she starts installing them.
Right.
Wow, if I
Breeze
was
is just sitting there.
Of that
Breeze, why do you-
enthusiasm.
yeah, it's gonna melt.
It's gonna melt away. She's gonna be like, oh god.
Yeah.
Breeze, why do you hate Skyrim so much?
Oh, I love Skyrim. I just don't like this fucking bullshit of downloading shit and adjusting everything.
He has to click the button 60 times.
Mhm.
It's so hard.
It's like an hour.
This
of
is like
boreness.
George Jetson complaining that
Why
he
don't
has
you
to
just build a
push the
mod pack
button
for me?
all day long, the backbreaking labor of pushing the button all day.
No, it's like an hour of boreness that you just can't like even put your attention to something else
Why
because
don't you
there's
just
something.
build
to
him a
check.
mod pack?
Well, I went to the trouble of curating the smallest possible list of the best possible mods.
There's a larger one.
Okay, so all he has to do is hit install mod pack and it'll
Oh,
install all of them.
I know what you mean. I know. Yeah, there is a thing on the Nexus where it will have all the mods linked together. I did not do that. No, I
It
could
does
go.
much easier that way.
I could do that.
I'm not gonna go individual and do every mod. Fuck that. I remember spending, especially when you gotta get the order right.
No. The program does the ordering. That's the whole reason you
Okay.
use a mod manager. It does the ordering for you. That's one of the many things it's doing that makes it easier, because you used to have to do the mod ordering yourself, but now they just know what order all mods have to be in, and it just checks with their database and says, no, this goes on top of that, and that goes on top of this, and then it all just works.
If you could just make a pack, we'll use that.
You're gonna make me do all this extra work.
No, you just have to click on something. And
I'm gonna put my PayPal in here. You can send me a small donation.
no, yeah. Just give me your address, and then I'll sell you a jizz bottle.
Just doesn't want to do the work modding his own game.
I'll donate.
Wants somebody else to do the work for free. I see how it is. Well, you have to install at least the one mod, the multiplayer mod. Otherwise, you can't even play multiplayer. So, at least one of those 60 things has to be done.
Which one is it?
At a minimum,
Where's
you
the fucking
can
mod
you can play it with the unofficial patch and the multiplayer mod, and that's all you need. But it would be a boring vanilla experience. Who cares? I've played Skyrim 50 times. I would not be interested in that.
Like, it's really not liking it. It's getting me a lot of like notice and fix and stuff.
It's a process. All right, we are like halfway there. We've got a muted Long. We've got a muted Rara.
Are you guys there?
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here. Yeah, Rara's almost back on the table. Progress.
Which one is the multiplayer one?
I closed everything. trying to get off Skyrim mode here, into D&D mode. It's all right. It's the multiplayer play together something something Redux. I don't know. I forget. Skyrim Together Reborn. That's what it was. Well, at least the battlefield looks quite dramatic. Marauders of Nibenay, breaching the gates of the inner sanctum. So last week you had explored the entire inner sanctum here. You found the fountain room. You found the room with all of the, like the museum, the bone hall with all the skeletal remains. You found the library of tablets, all of Nibenay's personal private writings in his secret code that nobody can understand. You found Nibenay's orrery that he uses to do far distant future divinations by arranging his orrery in the alignment that the planets will be in a future configuration and focusing his magic on that. You found the private room of Nibenay himself, behind a force field, inaccessible, containing all of his private, personal artifacts. You got the big, glorious outer sort of view of the building, crackling with lightning. Nibenay himself sitting on his throne, glowing with power. The Zwoon has him trapped, encased in the Zwoon. They're engaged in psychic battle.
Sounds like a personal problem to me.
Rara, can you hear us?
Rah-rah. Earth to Rah-rah.
Yes, hello. Just warning you, tabletop is incredibly laggy for me. I don't know why.
It get like that sometimes. You could reset your router. That usually fixes it for me. I don't know what it is, but it does fix it for me usually.
What are these creatures? Are we in a
Which
museum?
one? So, you see? Do you see the throne in front of our characters?
Please don't say that is the Nibenay.
It is.
Yes.
All right, now
But we didn't want to
I'm
play yesterday
far-
because you weren't here.
I'm far away from here, right?
You are
You're right
5,
behind
10,
me.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You're about 40 feet from Nibenay.
So
Give or
I'm
take.
within majority of the spell. Okay. How many
So
people are in
the
front of me?
idea is, recap, we want you to essentially talk to him for us.
I missed one session.
Yeah.
When we open the door, okay, once the door open, we have this little girl with us, Siamuk, and she is an eye consort, and she's a super high psionic, and she's been following us around, kind of following us our orders like blindly. But she's like a servant of Nibenay, probably one of her of his
Wait,
wife or
isn't that the
something like
veiled the veiled alliance girl that was with us a while back?
Nah,
No.
nah. She is High Consort Simhook. She is the most powerful scion that's been born in like 1,000 years. But she's only 16 years old. She is a genius when it comes to psionics, and so she is the personal consort of Nibenay. One of the few people that he allows to actually like see him in person in his draconic form.
Wait,
And
so is it the same model?
yeah, she has opened the door, and now we just discovered that Nibenay is an actual dragon.
Yeah.
And he's like level 20 plus, fucking demigod type of creature.
So we can't kill him essentially. So we're going to try to talk him into um, relaxing his rules about magic and being friends
Huh.
with the Veiled Alliance.
But
And
but first, what we have to do is try to figure out how to free him of this, because he's like in a trance right now. He's connected like mentally with this Voon.
Also, the room has filled with a thick fog, making it very difficult to even make out the detail of Nibenay. He's obscured in the fog now.
So
Wait,
you,
just to recap. I was here last session, but I left a tad bit early. Is this what happened after I left?
you
Yeah.
missed one session.
Which was mostly exploring this building.
Yeah, and killing some jade golems.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So you know the shiny thing in front of Nibenay right now? That's the actual Zvoon. That's the
What's
the
that?
entity.
Okay.
It's the entity that we were kind of looking for, by the Veil Alliance, and also, anyways, I don't know, we had kind of a talk after the game and all, thinking that we might want to find a way to turn this into our advantage, and something that could probably help you is if we can help maybe have him be a little bit more make peace with the Veil Alliance, and that would work well in your favor, since they are kind of your I guess your clan or whatever.
My homies. Okay.
Yeah. And my thought was maybe we can ally with him so he can help me burn the tree.
What? How did we get here? Why are we burning the tree in gold, right?
That's my, my pet peeve.
Why are we burning it?
That's my fantasy.
So this is all. We went to Nibenay just so you could burn down a tree.
Maybe he can help us because we know it's a magical giant tree, that the queen lives in, and I have an angry thirst for revenge.
So you burn down the most historical artifact in that area?
Yeah, in honor of the Lord of Flames.
He would like to.
Huh.
She's not gonna let him, of course.
But Nibenay would be
Alright.
maybe the one that would maybe have an idea of how to make that happen, if it's even possible.
So you want me to talk to him?
Well, right now I don't even know what we're supposed to do. I
Yeah.
don't know if we enter the room, but when we're gonna have a conversation, because if he gets out of his trance, I think attacking it personally, I don't know, but even with all the Veil Alliance with us, with the wild magic and everything, it might be just our suicide.
There are several small vortexes forming throughout the room, swirling. The mist swirling in these little vortexes. Alright, while everybody's debating what to do, suddenly everybody has to make a DC 16 save.
Hello.
Dex save.
It is actually a strength saving throw, DC 16. Everybody has to make it.
Shit.
Before that, can we say something to that little girl?
Yeah, what did you want to say?
I want to ask her,
A strength saving throw.
what can we do to get Nibenay out of this trance? Seems to be paralyzed by. Seems to be hypnotized by the swoon.
All right. She has no idea.
Maybe we destroy the Zoom.
My strength
No?
saving throw.
Bad
Oh,
idea?
that's not bad.
19.
That might cause some irrevocable damage to the magic in all of the land and us.
Only one of those is important. The magic, of course.
Yeah, you're not important.
27 to save. Do I save?
Okay, so here's what happens.
Oh, I got a 20.
All right. So the whirlwinds form into a mighty vortex that whips throughout the room, smashing into everybody with great force. It's going to do 35 points of bludgeoning damage as you're flung 20 feet away. If you make the DC 16 strength saving throw...
Fuck, I rage.
If I got it by an exceptional save.
There's no such thing.
I think
Can
you
I rage?
hold your ground if you're not thrown. The target will take half the damage, though, but they won't be thrown or knocked prone by it.
Oh my god.
I didn't even use my bless either.
We must hurry.
I got a 27 for a 16 save. Do I still take half damage?
Yes, the buffeting wind slamming into you is going to do 17 damage.
It's not even anything.
All right. Well,
It's just a breeze.
it's a strong breeze. 17 damage or 35 if you fail that strength save. So who failed it?
Can I
Yes, I did.
rage?
I got a natural 20.
All right. Orin failed
Yeah,
it.
19.
I rolled bad for him, so I'm going to take his... Oh, he had 35 hit points, so Orin is knocked out when he is flung out of the building.
No!
Whoosh. He goes right out the door here.
Oh no!
Well, that makes sense. That Orin is unconscious and unable to do anything during this game, that makes a lot of sense.
He got one hit
Can-
by the spiritual pressure now.
He did.
Can I rage?
Weren't you already raging? You had fought the Jade Golem. Had it worn off? Was it not active?
It only lasts like a minute.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
As a reaction, no, you can't rage.
Okay.
While we're being pushed and everybody's kind of dying through all that, and it really hurts hard, I'm gonna kind of yell to the girl, "You must do something to help us. Can you use your powers to separate them? Can you go in the room?"
I'm on it.
35.
Oh, shoot.
I'm on
What
it.
is that?
That's
wanna
what's
go
happening in the
past-
room. That's why you just took damage.
Is that an elemental in
I
front
wanna-
of us?
I want to try to go past and go in and try to separate them.
In front of you, no. Around you, everywhere in the room, at all times, everywhere, yes. It is the vapor.
Am I
You
able
need-
to go up to Nibenay and try to separate them with my psionic strength?
Well, hang on. After the strength saving throw, let's roll initiative. Let's get that out of the way, because that might happen again at some point.
Right.
Here, I'm gonna call this spiritual pressure on the initiative, and it gets a +6.
Oh, no,
that
this is
spiritual
bad.
pressure.
+3. Oh wait, it's +3, not +10.
I cannot Somebody lock the
15?
ant on the board. It is locked on the board.
You need a promotion. That's why you can't pick it up. It's not locked. You just don't have a promotion yet.
I got it. He's promoted.
Okay, I get knocked into the wall so hard I shapeshift back into a human. Also, I'm out of rages. Now I wish I had my Necklace of 9 vulnerability back.
Wow, Oren's really, really high up there. What's he got? A +4? Puts him at 23.
Yep.
Okay, initiative set.
Oh wait, he's got +3, so he's got a 22. All right. Hopefully everybody's ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Oren does go first, and he coughs up blood from impacting the ground with such force that he is knocked unconscious. He's at exactly 0 hit points, so he's not exactly making death saves, but he is unconscious.
I like it.
Alright. So the spiritual pressure is going to...
Am I knocked prone?
If you failed it, you are knocked back 20 feet and knocked prone.
Okay.
Nope. I rolled a 2. Alright, in that case, I'm going to make a slam attack against Taurus.
The what?
Taurus, the wind punches you in the face. 14 does not hit you, so the wind tries to punch you in the face again.
Oh.
A 16 also does not hit, so you are just being blasted with the wind full force in the face, and your cheeks are being pressed back, your gums flapping in the wind, but you do not budge, you do not even flinch in the face of the buffeting windstorm. Alright, that was the spiritual pressure. Taurus, what do you do?
I feel a breeze in my nether regions. And I want to go towards. Can I tell this is like an entity to fight?
Well, it didn't actually hurt you.
You know
Well,
it's
it hurt me
aggressive
with
though.
the original quest.
It is pushing pretty hard. You can walk through it, so it doesn't obstruct you as if it were a creature. It's just a fog. A fog that's trying to hit you.
How far
we
am I
hit it?
away from Nibenay?
These are
Mm,
10-foot
zoom.
squares, so 5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Okay, I want to walk up to the throne and try to use my psionic strength to try to like interject into like the conversation between Zwoon and Nibenay. Like try to like, excuse me, Mr. Nibenay. Hello, Mr. Zwoon.
Roll it.
Okay, and that I'm just using my straight up strength, right?
It's a psionic strength roll, huh?
Dorime, Ipe,
With,
that part,
can I re-roll
Dorime.
that? Is there any way I can
Oh,
re-roll that?
man.
No, I'm afraid not.
Well, I'm
What?
blessed. Hold up, I'm blessed also. So I get
I
a
want to play a
D4, right?
sad tune in the background.
Don't I have a bardic inspiration? I'm pretty
I
sure I
used
got a
to a
bardic
while back. I
inspiration.
don't know if you used it though. Did you use it?
All right.
While carrying the jangle? No.
15.
You make contact with the
16?
Zwoon. Yeah, all right, with a 16. You make contact with the Zwoon for a second, and then all of your particles begin to blow away in the wind. Your body fully just disappears in a poof
Wah.
and rematerializes way over here. Thwomp.
He thought he died. That was a performance check for my sad song.
Did I make it? Did I at least make any contact with them?
You didn't even touch him. Just coming close to the Zwoon teleported you away.
I don't
Oh.
feel so good, Mr. Stark.
The Zoom was like, I don't have any business with you.
Yeah, as
Alright,
soon
what were you
as,
trying to do
you
for us?
touched it, a burst of wild magic came out of it and engulfed you and whisked you away 60 feet.
What were you trying to do, Taurus?
I was trying to commune with the Zwoon and commune with Nibenay.
So far, that's had disastrous results for a lot of the Veiled Alliance members, too.
How do you do that? How do you commune with the Zwoon? I'll try it.
Well, you just have to try to make some
Use my
kind of roll to
psionics.
communicate with it. It does have to
Use
be
my
a
psionic
psionic roll of any kind.
Psionic roll, like of any kind. What does that mean?
Well, so you have the psionic feat that is attached to your charisma, I believe. So you'd have to make a charisma roll with your psionic dice added to it. He made a strength roll with his psionic dice added to it because he's got it tied to his strength.
Well, we have a feat. What's the name of the feat?
Everybody got the free feat, which is the wild talent. It gives you a psionic ability boost. It's a dice that you can roll in addition to your regular roll. I think it starts as a d6, and if you roll a 6, it drops to a d4.
It should be a D8 at our level, though.
At your level, it starts at d8 and goes down to d6.
How long have we had this?
Since the very beginning. It was the first thing I told you about.
Shit. I'll just wait till it's my turn.
Can we use it for saving throws?
You'd have to look it up. I think it's got pretty specific
If it's
what it
tied
can
to
be
your
used
thing.
for.
Side boosted ability. When you make an ability check with ability increased by this feat, you can roll your psionic talent die and add the number rolled to the check.
Oh, the
Side
check,
guided
not the
strike.
save, though.
Side guided strike. Once on each of your turns, when you hit with an attack roll that uses the ability increased by this feat, you can roll your psionic die. To after you make the damage roll and then replace one of those damage dice.
So it's skill or damage.
Okay, so not saving throw. Okay, never
Not
mind.
saving
Doesn't help me.
Ability or damage.
So Taurus, do you do anything else, or is it Long's turn?
Oh. Well, I can't make it back, can I?
Another 60 feet? Probably not.
How much did I move already? 20?
You were here, you moved 20 feet up, teleported 60 feet back. So whatever you got left after 20 feet of movement, yeah? I think you can get close. Probably move back into the swirling cloud.
60 feet back, so I got 25 movement left.
So that'll put
What if
you
I go,
in the storm.
if I rage, I get an extra 22.
Yeah, that could get you back to Nibenay. If you rage.
Okay, I'll go ahead and yeah, I'll enter my rage. I think I got one more. Hold on. I got 2 more. I'm gonna rage, so I get my free 20, and then I'll use my next 25, 10, 25 to get back to the bottom of the thing. I'm like, that was weird, Mister.
He's trying.
I don't touch the Zwoon this time. I don't get that close as I did last time. I say, Mister Zwoon, that I got teleported over there. I'm just trying to talk to you guys, and then I'm out of turn. I already used my action to try the psionic, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So I'll wait till my next turn to try it again.
All right. So Long, you were an ant a moment ago. You got blasted back by the gale force winds that suddenly materialized out of nowhere. You revert to your human form upside down against the wall.
I don't know if we're supposed to be in here, you guys. I'm gonna get up, use 15 feet of my movement. I'm gonna see if we can attack the storm thing. I will shapeshift back into an ant soldier with my bonus action. So I don't know how the movement kind of works because I get 40 feet of movement. So if I got up as a human, I only use 15 feet
Uh-huh.
as a half. Okay, so then I get another 20 feet instead of 15 feet.
Suppose
So I'll
so.
move 5, 10, 15. Where's the hitboxes? This thing is what? 20 by 20?
Let's see. It is a 15 by 15. Technically, you are inside of it.
Okay. Wait, so this should only be 1.5 of these squares. Oh, it's here. Okay. I was confused. I thought it was further into the room.
Yeah, I guess it's
Then-
20 by 20 if it's this size. It's very big.
Okay.
Gargantuan.
If it's over here, then yeah, I would stand here and I would start trying to attack it.
All right.
I'll see if I can injure it with my magical ant limbs. Okay. Are we still blessed or new? I think it's been a while. Probably not blessed.
Bless is good for 10 minutes.
You should still be. It wasn't that long.
Less than 10
Okay,
minutes, probably. Yeah.
We killed that golem very quickly.
Well, I critically fail my bite attack.
All right. Well, that's great. Let's find out what
I
happens.
cannot bite wind.
It is difficult. Really hard to get a hold of something that's just blowing around. It's like a fluid in the air. According to the Grit and Glory crit tables, if you roll a 1, it says you lose your balance and you fall prone.
Yeah,
The wind was too strong. You can't keep your ant footing.
I sting him while upside down.
All right. Flailing,
Wait, doesn't he have 6 legs?
flailing your thorax, you try to sting.
Oh, come on. It was going to be 16 and then it hit the little board thing.
You
and
want
went back.
luck? It's so bad today. Oh my!
Alright, what happens now?
Because it's attached to you, you can't drop it, so nothing happens.
Okay.
Otherwise, you would have just disarmed your ass.
He loosed his ass.
That's pretty much my turn. Action, bonus action, and move it. Yeah. Alright, Saul, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna try to commune with the Zune. How does one person go about doing that? Do I just walk up and say, "Commune with me"?
All right. Well, Taurus walked up to it and then used his psionic talent through his muscles. He tried to use the power of muscle to communicate with the Zwoon, and it recoiled at his muscle and
I want to
flung
use
him
my
back.
pure raw swagger to do it. Wait, how many feet is that? How close do I have to be?
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to, like, your psionic talent is charisma based, so you could actually talk at it from a distance. You don't even have to come in contact with it like he did.
Right here.
Yeah, from there, from anywhere within like 60 feet, you could probably like shout loud enough to be heard over the wind.
So is it just like is it a saving throw based check? Like what is? So
Well,
it's just D20
It'll
plus
be
my
your
charisma
strength.
modifier?
Communicating
It'll
with
be
the
your strength.
Zwoon while it's enraged is very difficult, and you need a strong psionic check. So
It'll
it'll
be your
just have
strength, or it'll be your charisma modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
to. Yeah.
Well, what happens if I fail?
Bad things.
No,
I
no.
like it.
Bad random things.
Charisma modifier. So that's
I mean,
plus
it's
3.
wild magic, dude. So take the risk.
22.
22. That's actually a really good roll.
Wait, can I use my psionic talent die to increase it or final?
Well, that was the idea.
What's your
That was exactly what you're supposed to do. You're rolling an ability check that has that dice added to it, so it'll be even better than 22, in fact.
what's your charisma modifier?
Only a plus 3.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I haven't really. Since I've been multi-classic, I haven't really got many stat increases. I'm like one stat increase away from being back in the slave pen. But wait, hold up. I think I have an item that might help with this.
It's too late now.
All right.
You gotta
So
add your D8 to it.
so you communicate with the Zwoon, and instead of attacking you, you are healed for 12 hit points.
You gotta use your D8, man.
Can I use my D8?
Yeah.
I can't bardic. Oh, okay.
Not your bardic inspiration, your psionic talent.
All right, D8. That's 24. Ninja.
Why is your health bar so high up, and why can't I open its little menu? That's weird.
Why was I moved so far back?
Yeah, there's the menu. Hang on. Increment by 90.
You teleport, just like Taurus. You can see what happened to Taurus? You got teleported.
Yeah, it's not giving me the height options. That's weird.
I just walk over to the Zoom. Ha ha. It heals me.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right. Cool.
Oh, ha, ha, ha.
I just use my pure raw swagger, and it's like, you know what? I like you heals.
Okay, so you're healed for 12 hit points. That puts you at 36. So your wounds begin to close up. Your like a soothing energy passes through you. So the Zwoon reacted kindly to whatever you just did.
My superpower is I can talk dirty to magic.
Chris, what do you do? Oh, also you can move if you want. If you don't want to be in the room.
Nah, I'm no pussy. I'm staying here.
I'm gonna tough it out.
Exactly.
I mean, this wind's been hitting me for like 16s and 18s.
Well, I still have my bonus action, right?
I guess so. Yeah.
I want a bardic inspiration Taurus.
All right.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man.
You should have this next check with a plus. There is no way you fail this.
Three
Yeah.
natural ones in the start of the game.
So these guys are trying to communicate with the creature, with this boon. I will turn to the little girl and see and ask her, can you talk to the Zwoon and stop it from attacking Nibenay?
All right.
Or calm it down?
She is reacting like a young, scared girl, so she'll need to be motivated. You'll have to put all of your charisma to the test to try to persuade her to be brave in this
Did somebody say charisma?
dangerous situation.
Do it now.
Wait, can I on his turn try to convince her to do it, or it has to be specifically him?
No, it's got to be him.
Okay.
Can I push her in the room?
I guess. She's not gonna like that.
Fuck. What is it, like an insight?
No, persuasion.
Persuasion?
Yeah. Or religion. You could attempt to make a religious persuasion, where you're
Mhm.
basing your argument on religious doctrines.
Yeah. I'll say,
It's like you don't have to fear death, because the Fire Lord will keep you in the warm embrace of flames forever when you die.
no, the Lord of Flame tells me that I need your help, that you must assist me. With this, you are much of a powerful psionic than I am, that I will ever be. And we need your help. You're the only one that can speak with Nibenay.
All right, stroking the
Potentially,
ego.
and I'll do religion. This would be the time to have a divine intervention. Oh, it's a religion check, huh? Give me 1 second. I only gotta double check my stuff. It gives me a +2. Can I give myself a guidance as well?
Probably not if you're casting a spell.
Okay.
Well, hang on. So, if you're making a religion check,
24.
is guidance a bonus action?
It's a cantrip. It is one action.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's an action to do like an ability check, so you can't do both during the turn unless you add another action in haste or something.
Well, I get a 24, so it's pretty decent.
All right. All right. She nods her
Was there-
head. Her resolve seems to harden. And she's got a steely glare now, and she like crouches down like she's about to run in the room.
We believe in you. And then I move around the corner here. Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
All right. She rushes around the corner, through the mist and the fog. She runs up the stairs. She's going to grab a hold of Nibenay's tail. She's going to reach out to the Zwoon. And she's going to try to calm it. Oh, Zwoon, hear my prayer. Let go of mighty Nibenay. He did not know what he was doing. Please, please, have mercy. And she attempts a psionic spell to soothe the energies of the Zwoon. All right, she gets a 27, which is a success.
Ooh. Tornado gonna go away?
All right, so we had one success earlier. I'm gonna put that there. We had another success right now. I'm gonna put that there. Just markers of success. The swoon quivers and shrinks a little bit, but does not budge. She says, I think I can do it, but it'll take a little time.
Can I still say something, or am I out of action?
Yeah, you can always talk.
I turn towards the Veil Alliance and I say, "Did you bring the crystal?"
Jord has it in a backpack, yeah.
Bring it and give it to the little girl.
Oh, there you go. That'll give her quite a lot of advantage on this.
You don't want to give it to Taurus? God damn. I can give it to the girl if it doesn't work.
Well, maybe you're the only one with the strength that can walk through all the wind and bring it to the little girl.
I'm over here next to Nibenay. Or I'm at the bottom of the throne. That's actually, I'm at the bottom of the throne. I'm not next to the Zwoon this time. I'm behind it. I'm a little nervous about getting next to the Zwoon. Bum bum ba da bum ba da dum. Bum bum ba da da dum dum da da dum. I got my head on the sunroof. I'm blasting my favorite tunes.
What's the best possible outcome when communing with the Swoon?
What happened to you? The healing was probably one of the best.
One of the best. What is the best? Like talking to Nibenay?
You can get fly, you can get mirror image, you can get levitate, you can get a unicorn, you can regain all expended sorcery points, you can cast grease on yourself if you're into that sort of thing.
Go back. What now?
Yeah, a lot of random stuff. Just look up Wild Magic Table and you'll see all the random things that can happen. It's kind of standard for sorcerers, they have to deal with that.
Is the Veil Alliance, do they even have their round in this?
I had him act on Seamhook's turn because they were not on the initiative, so he ran to here. It's back to Orin. Orin coughs. And one of his teeth falls out. And he groans because there's like a rock that's sticking into his kidney. But he's still unconscious, so he can't move. The spiritual pressure. It makes like a deep bass rumbly noise as the wind begins to whip up.
Should have cast healing word on him first. He's gonna die now.
I roll a 1, which means it's going
Will
to...
ever rejoining us?
What was that?
I said, is Skywell ever rejoining us?
Nah, I don't think so.
Maybe I should have... Oh, okay. I was like, I guess it doesn't matter if I didn't cast healing word on him.
I've been trying to send him messages for like 2 days, and he's just ignoring them. I know he sees them. He's just not answering. So, whatever.
Unfortunate.
Alright, so... Taurus. The wind is trying to blast you back.
Blast me back. What?
Let's see here.
I'm ahead of the wind this time.
Blast you into Nibenay.
The first gust of wind is a nat 20. That's a 30 to hit. A critical hit, you might say. You are slammed. Alright. Let's see.
What's your AC?
21.
Okay, so it's not
Alright.
exceptional then.
The center of the storm, right? Oh, wait.
The eye of the storm.
Wow, Wow, it hit you for 39 bludgeoning damage. Wham!
I'm gonna half that with my what you call it? The colossal endurance.
Colossal endurance.
Yeah, I can take off 20.
Are you not raging? Were you out of rages?
I'm raging. Yeah.
Like, doesn't that have it too? Bludgeoning damage?
Oh, it's bludgeoning damage. So yeah, I'll take half of that. So what's it? 39.
Yeah, it was 39
So I would
damage.
take 19. So I'll go ahead and just take 0. That's the only time I can do that. Excuse me.
Did those stack? I don't know if you can do that.
Yeah, rage. So rage gives me half damage.
Wouldn't it still be a quarter then? Wouldn't
Huh?
it be like 9 damage? Half of a half?
No, my Constitution one. It's when you take damage, you can use your reaction to reduce that damage by your Constitution score. You have to. You cannot use it again until.
Oh, alright, alright. So it was 19 and you just knocked off all of it with that ability. Okay, got it, got it. Cool. That works, yeah.
The best use of it.
Alright, but it's got a second attack. So
And now I'm ready for it.
another gust of wind follows up the first one, almost like a combo. And this one's got a 27 to hit. But it doesn't hit as hard as that first attack did.
Well, I'm looking at it now.
So this one's
Rolls 3 10s.
this one's only gonna hit for 16 damage, which you have to 8 because of your rage.
Well, now I'm mad.
Okay. Taurus, what do you do?
I was raging, but now I'm mad. I am on the side of the throne now, I guess. And I'm going to... I want to climb up the side and try to commune directly with Nibenay this time.
It's like a force field. You can't get close. The swoon prohibits you from getting within like 10 feet of Nibenay himself.
Okay. Well then, can I communicate from here with my my strength psionics?
Yeah, you basically have to like touch the swoon's force field and communicate through it physically with your strength, your psionic strength.
Alright,
Wrestle down
is
this
it possible
wound.
to do it right here?
Yeah, it's fine. You're close enough that
Okay,
you can
okay.
just move up the stairs and touch it.
Okay. Well, I'll do that then. So I'll move to the stairs. That's 15. And I will try that again. This time I have the Bardic Inspiration. Hey, hey, hey. Shout out to my boy. My boy Soul.
Hello.
And I'm blessed still, so let me throw that on there. Let's roll it. Roll it. I might need to use that Bardic Inspiration. Okay, hold on, hold on. Throw that Bardic Inspiration on just to be safe. Uh, 27. 27 strength.
Okay,
Psionic.
so you make psionic contact through the swoon.
I tell him, and I use the words, that was very rude. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Okay.
Little flex.
While all this is happening, you begin to float.
I got levitate.
So now you are just hovering in front of the swoon. You're levitated into the air by its power. But you're not cast back like you were previously. But you are sort of caught up in the energies of the swoon now.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't throw my... Hold on. I didn't throw my psionic die on there. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's binary. It's either yes or no. Then you got a yes. So I added a token. Degrees
Yeah,
of
so I got
success
30.
don't... Yeah, alright. So even more successful. It's just, degrees of success don't matter as much on here.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And I'll use my... Oh, wait. I don't need to use that. Never mind. Okay, I'm good.
Morg.
Does moving while prone, is that like moving half speed?
You can crawl. I think it would be at half speed if you don't feel like getting up.
Okay, well, I'll get up then. And I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. Yeah, I'm there. Can I interact with the zoom from here, or do I have to get closer?
What's your method of psionics?
Strength.
Alright, yes, you have to physically touch the zone in that case.
Okay. Then I'll just attack the Raging Storm more then.
Alright, so instead of going up to the zone, you just turn on the storm and try to bite the wind. Snap, snap, snap. Which would only work because you have magic teeth.
20.
Alright. 20's a hit.
Alright. Not raging. This is 3, 6. I'm gonna reroll the 1 with my sonic damage. 17 points of damage. Can it be poisoned? Oh wait, no, the bite's not poisonous. And I can't grapple something that big. Okay, I also sting it.
Yeah, because it's elemental, it is immune to grapple.
Does a 19 also hit?
Yeah, 19 hits as well.
Alright, does 5 more points of damage, and can I poison the elemental?
Doesn't work.
Okay. It's immune to poison damage?
Yeah.
That's all.
Alright. You lay into the wind, and the wind howls in pain almost. That's what it sounds like, although it's just wind. Can wind feel pain? How bizarre.
God, like
How bizarre.
everyone in the room starts having a midlife crisis. It's a living creature, so we feel bad. If it groaned in pain, when it can feel pain? What if when we breathe, we inflict pain upon the creature? What is our life? What are we doing?
Philosophical thoughts. It's your turn. What do you do? What's your move?
Real eyes, real eyes, real eyes.
Are you going to try to contact the swoon again, or are you going to try to fight the elemental? What's your plan? Rara, are you muted?
I didn't know you were talking to me.
After Morg, it's your turn. You are up.
I'm gonna try to commune with the Zune one more time. And this time I'm gonna throw in a wink for good measure. $24.
All right. So this time,
Heyo.
you shout words at the swoon. Yeah, interesting.
Your wink did it.
So your wink is reflected with feelings of safety. Like you suddenly feel like nothing can hurt you.
Huh.
What?
Oh shit, you just became invincible?
I mean,
Your
it's
dad
not
is Omni-Man?
it's not that you feel invincible, but you just feel safe and warm.
I seduced the concept of magic. Infinite Riz unlocked. What is this? Like a safety spell around me?
So, the specific wording of it says that if you die within the next minute, the reincarnate spell immediately triggers on you.
Oh, that's cool.
And reincarnate says, a new body is fashioned for you to inhabit. And then I would roll on a table to determine what your new race is. Because
What are the options?
you don't come back as yourself. You're reincarnated as a different being with the same mind. So you could be like a dwarf or a dragonborn. Who knows?
Please, not a dwarf. Just anything but a dwarf.
So that would be pretty interesting. You might, if you die right now in the next 60 seconds, in the next 10 turns,
Coughs up blood. Not fair.
you will come back as some random thing.
Pouring in the background, feeling, just seeing what just happened. Not fair.
But you do feel pretty safe because of that.
Okay. Who is this tall lady in white?
All right, so several of the Veiled Alliance came with you, and most of them are just grunts, but a few of them are higher level mages that I gave names to. Kale and Levand are some of those higher level ones. They're like lieutenants to Jord, who ran into here. He's like the main guy at the Veiled Alliance. The actual leader died trying to commune with the Zwoon using the crystal that Jord has in his possession. He's going to give it to the girl. Maybe she'll have better luck.
Maybe she'll die.
Don't say that.
Then we won't have to deal with the High Consort.
Legacy
Alright,
of
and
Dragonborn takes forever. Whose turn is it?
Still, I'm gonna save this one bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
Krios'
wait.
turn then, if he's not going to use his Bardic Inspiration.
Hey, you can use it on the girl. She needs it for her rolls.
Okay. I'll give my last bardic inspiration to a little girl.
D8 to Seamook to try to wrap it up. All right, cool.
I'm gonna cast a guidance on her.
D8 plus a D6.
D4.
D4. All right, D8 and a
Yep.
D4. And a D20. All right.
And I will protect myself behind the corner.
So, Jord is going to run through the raging storm until he's next to Seamook, and then he digs into his backpack. With his action, he gets the use an item action to retrieve the giant crystal of communion, and he presses it into her open hands, and she receives it. And then he looks up at Nibenay, and his eyes are wide, and he's like, now that I'm close, I can see he's not even human. He's enormous and scaly. He's a monster. And Seamook says, shut up. He is Lord Nibenay, and he is our lord. All right, so she's going to attempt to commune with the Zwoon through the crystal
With a guidance and a bless.
with a guidance and a bless. She rolls all of it together.
Grace, don't you have to stand next to her to use guidance?
There's a distance.
All right. So,
Guidance? Guidance is a touch spell.
Is it? Well, forget about the guidance.
well,
That's
you
what I was
could
trying
run
to-
in and touch her and then run out.
Okay, that's what I did.
That's fine.
Yeah, but the squares are 10 foot squares.
You ran in. That's it.
Yeah, and then I hid in the corner.
I mean, this elemental can hit anybody anywhere in either of these rooms, so it's fine. It's fine. If you're anywhere, it can choose to hit you. I think the only safe spots are like outside the building. It's got crazy reach. All right, so Seamook is surrounded by an aura of light and butterflies that manifest out of the magic, and there's like this faint ethereal music playing all around her. But she's struggling, and sweat this beating on her brow, and she grits her teeth and says, I almost have it. All right, that's her turn. Orin grunts and stumbles awake, and he looks around and he says, "Oh, where am I? What's going on?" And this Veiled Alliance chick says, "You were knocked out by a powerful wind. Your head is injured. Let me bandage your wound. Take a seat." He's like, "Oh, I'm dizzy." And she's like, "Oh, I'll patch you up." She begins bandaging him like a mummy, all of his broken limbs. She puts casts on them. All right. The spiritual pressure. It's angry, and it begins to bellow in its bass rumble. It spins. It spins a mighty spin. Oh, I rolled a 3. Its attack still has not recharged. It will make 2 regular slam attacks. I mean, I could get real mean here and attack some other people. Let's see, I got 4 possible targets. Let's see, from left to right. I will leave it to fate to decide who will get the smackdown. I rolled a 4, which means... Alright, Gramorn! The elemental is trying to slam you.
Unacceptable.
My Riz is so impressive. Creatures just don't attack me.
You roll a 0. That's right.
Alright, so the wind pummels your back, but you do not budge. And then the wind pummels your front. Oh, a 19. That is your armor class, is it not?
I have 20.
Oh, you have 20 now. That's right. That's right.
Wearing the mask.
You're wearing the mask. Only because you're wearing the mask were you protected
Yeah.
from that wind. It was the mask that did it. Put it over the top. All right. Well, the elemental tries to slam you back with wind, and you're
Holy
safe.
Shit. Was I
Right.
deflecting all the wind? Maybe. Oh wait. Well, he's underneath me.
Let's see. It's 10 o'clock. Let's all take a little break. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll come back in 3 or 4 minutes, and we can continue. Too much energy drink.
Hey, Ninja. Oh, he's gone.
All right, I am back. so where I had last left off, the spiritual pressure had tried to blast Grimorn, but he's tucked into the corner nicely and took no damage.
Deflecting with my shield.
Ah, nice.
And
Keeping the wind at bay. It was like a scene at a
Nice,
300. You got
nice.
your shield up. All right, so Taurus.
what's up?
I'm just over here floating. Do I get to control the levitate?
Yes. Now that you're floating in the air, you can choose to go up or down. Do you want to go back down to the ground? Do you want to go up to towards the ceiling? That's your choice.
No. Does it do anything for me?
It does not. So usually a wizard will cast it so that melee fighters can't reach him. He'll just float 20 feet up and throw spells at his enemies, and they can't do shit.
Oh.
Javelin.
Well, I'm still within those wounds range, right?
Well, to do what
closer
you did, you had to
now.
touch it, so I think you're still touching it.
But I'm closer now. 'Cause now I'm not reaching up to it. I'm at its level now, right?
Correct, yeah. You float before Nibenay himself
Ooh.
at his level.
Now they got a good look at me, and I'm within his gaze. and I know
Impressively,
he's
Nibenay's even bigger than you are.
bigger than me. You said
Yeah.
he's like 10 feet tall.
No. Nibenay's like, he's like dragon size. He's even bigger than you are.
I try to commune once again. Oh, I still have my bless. So I'm gonna do that. I don't have a bardic inspiration anymore, right?
No.
Okay.
I think he gave it to the girl. She used it last.
We're doing it.
Hi, consort Siumuk.
32.
Ooh.
I do a flex in front of them with my levitating power. And I try to break their concentration with my strength.
All right. You consider, or you, what's the word I'm looking for? You add your weight to the psionic pressure that's trying to push the Zwoon off of Nibenay. So you're using all of your strength to add to Siamuk's attempt to force the Zwoon away.
She's using what, intelligence?
She's
hitting him with charisma. and
No,
I'm
she's
hitting
a
with
sorcerer.
strength.
She's actually using charisma as well. She's trying to draw the Zwoon away.
We need someone to use wisdom,
I could.
and maybe someone with some dex. I don't know. We hit it with all 6 attributes at once. Oh. Yeah.
Soul up some more.
Yeah, disconnect. I mean, he's still on the server. Anyway, Long, it's your turn.
Alright, back. Hmm.
Hello.
I
Welcome
will
back.
crawl up the throne and try to also do something with this wound. Like, I don't know. Grapple it with my ant legs and pull on it.
That wait, you serious? You serious?
How do I?
Um,
what do I roll? I just roll a d20 plus my strength modifier and the
Proficiency bonus.
d8 and my focus dice.
Yep.
The D8 is your psionic wild talent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got to be a psionic ability that you use on it, otherwise it won't recognize you. Since it's a non-physical thing, only psionics can actually get across
17?
any communication to it. Yeah, 17's pretty good. But I'm not going to add a token for that. It's not good enough.
Wait, do I add proficiency or only my strength score?
Yeah, you can add proficiency.
Okay, if it's proficiency, then 4 more, so it'd be 21.
Yeah, 21's enough for a token. Alright, so you're at 6 now. Alright. The Zwoon quivers wildly. What happens when you do that, though, is that, Alright. There's like a magical ripple that crackles out throughout the room.
Mm.
And it settles across everyone here. So you feel this tingle applied to you, and you're not sure what it means. But I'm certainly making a note.
Is it a bad tingle?
When it's your turn, you can attempt a Arcana check if you want to try to figure it out.
Did he
Okay.
curse us?
Alright, so, Rah-rah. What does Soul do?
All right. So the wind monster is still in front of us, right?
Yes.
No! Mike, hold up.
The Raging Storm, whipping around the room. It was trying to kill Grimoire in this past turn.
Chrome just decided to hate at me, and it closed every single one of my tabs.
Great. There was an update today. I probably wanted to update. That way you don't get viruses from the Russian hackers or whatever.
Why was it
Windows one?
Chinese?
No, it was like a Chrome update.
Oh, Chrome.
All right, give me a moment.
I'm using Mozilla.
I am going to cast. If I were to cast Dispel Magic on this creature, would it die?
Well, I can't really give you any spoilers. You can try it if you want.
To do what?
He wants to cast
Cast
Dispel
Dispel
Magic
Ma-
on the wind.
It's an elemental.
Damn!
It's like there's a spirit in that thing.
Mm.
And it's casted, it's been created by this Voon most likely. Like what level do you have your spell at?
Still just our level.
Yeah, you might not be able to do it.
Then I am just going to cast Shatter. Nine damage for the Shatter.
You cast a Shatter on the Elemental?
Yes.
Alright. What kind of save does that have? Dex save, right?
I think it's a Constitution.
Really? Con save. Alright. Cool. No, wait. That's supposed to be a +3. Add one more to this. An 11! I think it failed.
Should
It
have shot
is
it.
going to take the full 9 damage. You're able to shape that around your allies or target it so it doesn't hit anybody but the elemental, right?
Can I just position it slightly?
Yeah.
There's a 20-foot, yeah, like no, not even 20. It's 10-foot radius.
So you could just aim it at the wall over here to catch it in the blast. That way
Mhm.
nobody else is in it. Alright, do you want to move or anything else? Or you staying put there?
So far, this has been the safest place in the room. So yeah, I'll just stay here.
Well, initially you did take some damage from the first blast of wind, but I haven't been able to recharge for like 3 turns. So one of these turns, if I roll high on that initial d6, you might get blasted again.
It's been working for me so far, standing here.
Luck. It's all luck. Alright, so, great. Chris, what do you do?
I will try myself to communicate with this rune with wisdom. So what it would be like spiritual? mental.
So you have to use your wild talent.
Yeah. So I get it's like a D8.
So it's a D20, a D8. You're adding your proficiency and your wisdom modifier.
What's my okay? So +9.
I think it's the same as whatever your spell attack is. You know, minus any items that boost it.
Let's try it.
I'll get me another beer.
28.
Oh, big success. Well, you're at 7 now? Getting there. The swoon quivers even more fiercely. The frequency of its pulses is getting more consistent and fast.
I'm trying to calm it with trying to make sense of things.
Like
using my
previously,
wisdom.
its pulses were very erratic, but now they're becoming quicker and more regular because of everybody's psionic efforts.
Okay, so it's attributing to all that.
Something's happening.
All right, Seamook is going to put all of her effort into it.
Well, wait, was there any chaotic?
Yeah, there was. What happened? It's a mystery. Let me make a note about it.
Another mystery. I make a wish.
A wish.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Combat notes.
I wanted to make sure that I get the chaotic effect too.
Yeah.
I think you forgot about it.
No, I made a note of what it was. It's just it's nothing you can tell right off the bat what it does. It just gives you a tingle.
Okay.
Again, if you want to make a knowledge arcana check at some point to try to figure it out, you can get some idea what it does. Okay, so she's gonna make her roll. She's got the crystal, so I'm gonna roll with advantage. So her initial roll kind of sucked. I only rolled a 9. But I rolled a 15 on the advantage dice with the giant psionic crystal she's using to commune with the swoon. So that's going to get you to 8 tokens. So, with a cry, she says, "I've broken through!" Alright, the swoon pulses and then flies up through the roof and away from Nibenay's form.
Oh my god.
And I'm still levitating in front of him, aren't I?
Yeah, your levitation lasts for a minute.
Well, I'm still behind Nibenay. I quickly take the wooden mask and put it inside of my back of holding.
Okay. The raging storm doesn't go anywhere. It's just as windy in the room. In fact, it's even more mad now.
Oh my god. We gotta kill that thing. Didn't Nibenay move at all, like during all this?
He was still paralyzed by this wound up until just mere moments ago. He hasn't done anything yet. The spiritual pressure has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible targets, so I'm going to roll a d6 here. Actually, this d6 does his power recharge. It does, yeah. All right, everybody, DC 16 strength save. Everyone except Soul. He aims it in the room here.
Okay. And I'm up in the fucking air, aren't I?
Nope.
Damn it.
I guess I couldn't take off the mask because it was not my turn. We're still in initiative.
Yeah, that's true. Flag.
Yep.
All right, hang on. I'm trying to spawn 5 dice, and 4 came out, and the 5th one wasn't coming out, so I clicked it multiple
25.
times. And then too many dice came out.
25.
Alright, so Taurus doesn't give a shit. He takes half the damage. 20...
It's bludgeoning damage, right?
26 bludgeoning damage to everybody who fails to save.
How much?
26 if you fail to save. It's a heavy hit. You're whipped around the room by the tornado force winds. It'll push you 20 feet out of the room as well. So anybody failing that save, move yourself 20 feet towards the exit.
But he's on this side of the room.
It doesn't really matter where you are. This,
Oh, it's like a vacuum out the room.
Yeah, it's a wind elemental using wind pressure to grab you and whip you out through this wind tunnel here. It's basically just ejecting people from the room. It flings you, you land prone, you take a bunch of bludgeoning damage, 26. If you make the save, you stay put, you only take 13 damage, but you hold your ground. So that would be like Taurus holds his ground.
Okay. What's happening now?
You were unaffected. Everybody in the room was...
26 is the total?
Yeah, it does 26 damage, but if you make the save, it only does 13 to you. And then if you resist that, then it only does 6.
Okay. 36. Awesome.
Yeah, that was good timing. Jord and High Consort Seamook are flung. They land prone in this square here. So Sola's just standing there, and then like everybody just comes flopping by as they're just pushed out of the room with tremendous force, just rolling towards you.
Remember when I said safest place in the room?
Yeah, I mean, that was a good call, I guess.
I think it affected me here. And I'm immune to death temporarily.
All right, Taurus, what do you do?
Well, I'm in front of Nibenay's eyes, levitating in front of him, and I hit him with a strength psionic directly to him. Since his wound's out of our way, I tell him, with our powers combined, we saved you, Nibenay.
Yeah, that's not really how strength psionics works.
I show him my strength. I'm like, oh.
Okay, you flex in front of Nibenay.
Power.
He's still defrosting after his stasis, so he's not really super aware of the world yet.
A 17.
Yeah. No effect.
Cool.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to react to your existence. Like he's dead to the world still. His mind was paralyzed and locked in that psionic war, and he hasn't really snapped out of it fully yet.
I'm like what do you call it? Like a bodybuilder, like changing positions. And my last flex was a 32. This one was a 17. You know.
All right, flex mentallo.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to do my flexes. The wind's got me off balance, you know.
Long, what do you do?
I me to get up. Use 20 feet of my movement, and I will walk another 20 feet. And I will bite and sting the storm because I can't reach this wound from the ground.
Oh, this one's
This one's
gone.
gone.
It's left.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
only the air elemental, like, doing damage to us.
Fuck their elemental. Die by biting!
I don't have a magic weapon.
Oh,
Lag. The dice
I'm-
is lagging.
a soul in
22 to hit.
You hit it?
I bite it.
Biting the wind furiously. That gives me a chuckle every time.
Alright, use my focus die, so it takes extra 6 damage. 21 points of magical bitey damage.
Oof. A strong hit.
Can I only do the damage enhancement once per turn, or is it once per attack?
Once per turn you can use that ability.
Okay. 15. Does 15 hit?
No, wait. It does not. It does not, in fact, hit. No.
Okay. Then I missed my sting. That's it.
This thing has an armor class of 16. You've dialed in enough that you're aware that it's AC 16 now.
Okay. Soul's turn.
Solstice. Okay, so I think I've been doing the psionic roll wrong. It's a D20 plus my charisma modifier, right?
Yeah.
Plus a D8, right?
Well, we're not doing those anymore because this wound is lost. It's gone away.
Oh,
Well, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I know I couldn't. What you call it with Nibenay?
So now it's only the one creature in the center, right?
It's called paying attention. When the wound leaves, the wound leaves.
I mean, but I can't communicate with Nibenay through
Not yet,
psionic?
not yet.
Oh.
You tried. It didn't work.
You just woke up and it was after your turn that all that happened.
Wait, so it's my turn?
You just saw Seam, Hook, and Jord. They just took a bunch of damage and they went flying out of the room. The elemental flung them towards you. So they're just laying in front of you in a tangled heap of bruised elbows and scraped knees.
I'm going to take out my electric bow, and I want to shoot the wind elemental.
Hit it with your best shot. Fire away.
All right. D6 plus.
This is a great image for this. The raging storm.
Okay, it's a lot of the D6 plus the lightning, since that's 2D6 plus. I also want to use my arcane shot again.
Mhm.
All right. Shit. So that's $20. Does that hit?
So we determined that its armor class is 16 last turn.
16. So you hit it. Yeah, you did. With
I
a
keep
20.
hearing guns.
Well, that's reassuring.
Like, I know I live in like Detroit, but damn. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Man.
When I lived in Orlando, Florida, there were police helicopters and gunshots all the time.
Yeah,
we
sounds
got
great to be living in the U.S. Sounds like Afghanistan to me or something like that.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Mm.
America! Fuck yeah!
I want to use my shadow.
America!
Fuck yeah!
Says the guy going to Canada.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
told you what happened. My
truly-
girlfriend's coming here instead. Because I don't have my passport, remember?
Right.
And
Well,
you
the
know,
plan
like,
was to go to Canada.
Right.
Rara, you're literally like just across the border, you know.
Yeah,
Like
mine as well.
next time I'm in Windsor, I'll tell you when I'm there, so we can like wave from across the river.
Does a 25 damage.
What was that? Shatter?
No, that was my bow.
Your bow. 25 damage with your bow?
Yeah, it's the lightning one. I used my arcane shot. It's electric charge, so I got still the charges on it. There's the normal shot, so that's 5d6.
Intense. You do a lot of damage to it. It really recoils, like a huge hole is blown in its body from the magic of your arrow blasting through it at high velocity.
Nice. Also, I used the arcane shot. I used was the shadow arrow. Yeah.
Does it do anything good?
It was an arrow causing it to occlude your foe's vision. And with the shadows, the creature hit by the arrow takes 2d6 extra psychic damage. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be unable to see further than 5 feet away
Oh.
till the start of its next turn.
Does it matter that it's got dark vision?
Nope.
Let's see. I don't think I get any mods on a wisdom save. But he rolls a nat 20. Bam.
Oh. No.
Okay.
Okay.
You done?
Chris.
I will move towards the in between between the air elemental and Nibenay.
Yeah.
And I lift with my two hands my staff and hit it to the ground, and then sparks starts coming off of the floor, and then you can see my character, all the flames starts turning around me. And then I create a giant fireball and I shoot it straight into the face of Maximus Taurus, while I give him and the Antloid and Nibenay immunity to fire. Fire damage.
What?
All right. So you're trying to blow up the room, kill the elemental with a fireball.
Yeah. And it's gonna
You
be like
shot me with a fireball?
He made you
Fuck,
immune.
man.
yeah.
Now, the elemental has a good roll. So what's the DC on that?
19.
Ah, he fails. Fails hard.
Wow.
So I'll take the full fireball to the face. Kaboom! Fire versus air. The air that makes up his form is being consumed by the flames.
He's gonna take 51 damage.
Oh, wow. Bam!
And it's it's a massive fucking fireball.
A massive
Wait,
fireball.
why? What level did you roll it at?
Level 6.
Holy fuck.
My staff
Alright.
allowed me to do it once a day.
The room clears. The smoke is gone. The elemental is gone.
Yeah. It's like literally like pure flame in that circle that we're standing in, but you guys are not taking any damage from it.
Simuk gets to her feet. And she'll approach Nibenay and say, Mighty Lord Nibenay, hear my call. It is I, Simuk. Your trusted Simuk. Can you hear me, Lord?
I quickly turn my back to Nibenay and then I take off the mask and I put it in my bag.
Jord groans as he gets to his feet. He's getting too old for this, he says, as he's dusting himself off. He's got a bit of a limp. His leg is twisted after taking 35 damage. He's a wizard, and that hurt.
Was he impressed by the fireball?
He looks over and he gives you the old thumbs up.
We might have been able to do something great here for the city and for the Veil Alliance today. Let's hope that he's gonna open his ear after all this, because I don't think that even Nibenay has ever been in this in this trance or so weak before. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what to read off next in the book here. Give me one moment.
There was mother potatoes.
Well, I killed. I finished the air element with a giant fireball.
We have the whole combination attack.
All right. So as soon as Simu completes her task, the Swoon senses the damage that it has done and instantly flees the Nagaramakam. Throughout the city, the zombies and the lightning zombies collapse and crumble into dust where they stand.
Nice.
With the Swoon pacified, you've accomplished your grand goal. The city has been saved and can now begin the lengthy task of rebuilding itself.
The very, 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 very long task.
Nibenay sits motionless on his throne and listens carefully as Simuk tells him of your actions on behalf of his subjects. When she finishes, the towering dragon tilts his head down to look at your party, and he says in a deep dragon voice, "I foresaw that a time of great change was coming. I was shown a time in which the internal struggles of the city were diminished. I assumed that this meant the destruction of my enemies and the cleansing of the rebels from my city. I see now that I was wrong. Throughout the city I sense great suffering and torment. Truly this is the darkest day of my long reign." For a time the Dragon King is silent, and then he speaks again. "I sense, however, that it is also one of the brightest. Throughout Nibenay, people who should be battling each other work together to heal the wounded and to rebuild that which has been destroyed. Perhaps this is the way of the future," he says as he sort of trails off wistfully.
I'm going to
As
transform.
I'm flexing at him,
Oh.
do I hit him with another psionic pose?
No. He would probably not take kindly to any psionic infringement on him.
I'm just flexing.
That's
with
fine.
my psionics.
That's fine.
Nibenay, it's been quite a challenge to come here and to stop this from happening in
Shit,
your
grab
city.
my psionic die.
Every single one of the Templars that we've met, I've always been a challenge in front of us.
I hit him with a 30. 30 of a pose.
All right.
Psionic strength pose. of
You're
30.
flexing real hard. He acknowledges your flex with a flex of his own.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. As long as he knows. Who got the muscles?
King Nibenay. King Nibenay. Does that mean you will work with or forgive the Veiled Alliance for helping your city?
He's got a 23. 23 is pretty good.
Without their help, I don't know that we would have been able to get you out of this trance.
Nibenay nods and says, what's the word I'm looking for? For when you forgive somebody their crimes.
Pardon?
Pardon.
It's not
What is
exactly a
penance?
pardon, though. It's like when you're saying something that used to be a crime is no longer a crime. There's a word for that.
What is penance?
Absolve them of their crime?
You're good?
I don't know.
Um,
Nibenay will acknowledge that the Veiled Alliance did do a lot to help the city, and that probably like fighting a war with the Veiled Alliance was dooming the city, and so he will atone for what he's done. by going easier on the Veld Alliance, and he'll give him, like you said, the pardon for the crime of being a wizard in Nibenay's city. So he'll give him a pardon for that, and in thanks for saving the people of the city, he'll give them a place where they are accepted rather than hunted by his Templars. They'll try to work something out in the future.
So, Mr. Nibenay, King Nibenay, please don't forget about the tremendous amount of work that the Fire Cliques have done in the city to try to kill as many zombies as possible.
He nods.
And
The Fire Temple will have a place of honor in the city of Nibenay when it is rebuilt.
And also, we are from Tyr, and we have Tyr sending some supplies to come and help the city to rebuild itself and rebuild its strength as it was to be.
Nibenay arches an eyebrow and leans forward with his long neck craning down from his throne to look closer at you. And he pointedly says to you, "Don't think that because my city is weakened, Tyr can conquer it or take advantage. Nibenay will be glorious once again under my reign."
Oh, I don't doubt what you say, sir, and I think we have one enemy in common. Or maybe we can help each other in the future. There's a giant tree burning in my dreams,
Oh my god.
and maybe a man like you with your power can help this
There's a
happen.
promotion in mine.
All right, so Nibenay acknowledges what you've said and will take it into consideration. He's not going to give you an answer today.
That's fine. And thanks for what is the word?
What?
What is
Why
the
does my phone, Ninja?
Huh?
Was that
Phone keeps randomly closing on me for no goddamn reason. It's getting on my nerves.
which one?
Tabletop keeps closing.
Not tabletop.
Oh.
Google Chrome. I have my character sheet
Oh.
open.
Oh, Google Chrome keeps closing. Are you using a shortcut that closes it?
No, it just randomly out of nowhere. Every time I click anything, just like, oh yeah, we don't like you anymore. Goodbye.
Do you have another browser installed?
Yeah, you should get the Brave browser, or what's another good one?
Mozilla or
Mozilla.
Firefox?
A lot of people like Firefox.
That's what I use.
I like Brave a little more than Firefox, but they're both good.
Firefox has always been stable for me. What is the word for not killing us?
Sparing.
Giving
Yeah,
us grace.
And thank you for sparing our lives as well. We know how powerful you are.
All right, Nibenay gives a big toothy dragon smile and says, "Spare you! You are now friends to the kingdom of Nibenay. Anything that you desire shall be yours in the palace of Nibenay."
Anything?
I mean,
My eyes perk up.
Do you by any chance have...
Nope,
he-
nope. He said anything.
he means that the nobles will supply you with food and drink and places to sleep, and
Food, drink,
so-
people sleep.
upkeep and all that you don't have to worry about. That's all taken care of. You are guests of Nibenay in
But you said
perpetuity. When you stay in town, it will always be free.
By any chance...
Tell him,
Oh, go ahead.
what about treasures? Do we get anything for saving the town, all the work we put in? Hmm. Anything shiny?
Nibenay sees that you like physical objects that you can hold. So he nods and says, "What would you like?"
Oh,
I would like my hammer to be magic. I couldn't hit the elemental guy. I got no magic in my hammer.
I would like a ring of fire elemental. I would like to be able to control fire elementals by
Can
using
you enchant
power.
my maul?
Yeah, he's not going to do that. But he will say,
It's my birthday.
I may have surviving, what's the word? Not minions. Citizens. I may have citizens that yet live that have the ability to craft items. I will certainly commission one for you to have it made.
Thank you, Nibenay. And I'll end my levitation.
Nibenay, can I speak to you directly, Nibenay?
I can end it, right?
He nods.
Give
Like,
one
what's
more
the criteria to becoming a Templar here? Just ask.
Nibenay lets out a booming laugh. He points at Seamook and he says, "You are not my type."
Wait, do I have to marry you? I can't just get like a title?
He nods again.
I give him a 29 flex after he tells me he'll commission me that a magic
Ninja,
item.
am I allowed to roll a charisma
Oh.
check?
you
Hey,
you can
so
try. You can
I
try.
move to
That's
I
fine.
move to you, Saul, real quick, and I cast the guidance on you, and I say you should maybe sing
Yeah.
a song or tell him a story, something to gain his favor.
I want to do a performance of great renown.
A sorcerer king.
Wait, what?
You trying to make a buy?
Trying to become a Templar. Anything. Oh, can I still use my psionic talent die? I haven't used it yet.
For a
Ninja?
charisma check?
Yeah, a performance check.
Roll it.
And you have guidance too, so it's a
Alright.
D4.
Any other boost anyone give me?
I think that's the only thing we can get you.
D20 plus a D4 plus a
Plus
D8.
your bonus, your attribute bonus. If we had another
30.
bard, we could assist you. Oh, 30! Holy shit!
All right.
There you go.
Nibenay bellows for a servant, and when no servants come, he says, give it time. I will have you fitted for a dress. You will dance for me yet."
Huh? Huh? What?
Oh my god. There's
Huh?
some. I see some dragon dick coming your way.
Wait.
Oh,
Wait.
damn.
Oh, guys, I think something. I think it's time to leave, guys.
I'm gonna clap along.
Yeah, I think you woke up the beast, man.
Yeah, I think it's time we gotta go. I'll see you guys later. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it
It's your
going?
time to ask him anything.
I'm meant to be a Templar, not a housewife.
Just imagine the wedding night. He'll carry you into his enormous bed chambers that are in the corner of this building over here.
Oh,
You can even see the matrimonial bed right there, right on this this image right there.
I'm too good at this. I gotta go.
I'm too young to die.
Yeah.
Can I ask him one more thing?
Sure.
I asked him. I saw that you have quite the library. You have quite the story. It seems you have a room where you've written all of your adventures or something of that sort. And I was wondering if you've ever encountered some powerful fire element through your travels and your experiences.
Indeed. I have a tome of locations of the various fire temples that I have gained from my spies and my agents that are far afield. If you wish a copy of it, I could have a copy made.
Absolutely.
All
That
right.
would be one of the most precious treasure that you could ever give me.
Well, it will take a scribe 5 days to copy the book. So if you come back in 5 days, you can have it.
Oh yeah, I'll come back for sure.
I whisper, "Oh shit," and I take my leave. And
Wait a second. Before
go
you
into
leave,
the library.
I'm gonna give you a heal, okay?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna top you off. I still have some high level spells, so.
Don't you need the healing more?
I bandage. We're gonna bandage him.
You know what's funny? You guys almost figured out that you can cast Dispel Magic on the elemental to kill it instantly.
And that would have worked.
Yeah, that's one way to get rid of a summoned creature, no matter how strong it is. If you can beat the roll, like if it's cast at a high level, it would be a difficult roll, but you can make
I'm
it just.
never listening to Creus again.
You can make a summoned creature just vanish with the Dispel Magic spell.
I am gonna give you back 25 hit. I am
Oh, yeah,
rolling
that's
for
a lot.
25. Yep.
Wasn't that damaged, but thank you. I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk off into the library and fix the library.
Okay, yeah, you put all the stuff back where it belongs. Where you remember it.
I'm gonna roll like a knowledge or something to see if I remember where all the text goes. Knowledge. Or history check. Okay.
All right. So, Seamook is going to thank everybody for saving her master. She is eternally grateful. Like Dende from Dragon Ball Z, she will approach each one of you and unlock your hidden potential.
Oh.
Welcome to level 10,
I
guys.
need to be there for that.
Welcome to level 10.
Oh,
She
I tell her.
She
I'm
gives
looking
you
for
her
that.
grace. She touches each of you, and you feel empowered. Vroom, vroom. Jord is suddenly level 8. Soul, vroom, you're level 10. Morg, vroom, you're level 10. Orin, vroom, he's level 10. He's like, what happened? I just woke up. Where'd the storm go?
It got incinerated. All the oxygen got burned away from it.
Jord is going to tell the Veiled Alliance. We have come to an agreement with Nibenay. It is sworn that from this day forward, the Veiled Alliance shall be a part of this city. That we shall work together to revive Nibenay from the ashes. It shall become great once again with us in a position of respect. Everybody cheers. The applause is quite loud.
What about me? I do another flex like.
All right.
You're gonna bust your muscles, Taurus.
Ninja, I healed everyone to max.
All right. A lot of healing spells. Pew 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 pew. The magic.
Hit her with a flex this time. Psionic flex. 23. Oh, it's weak. It's weak. That was an 8. That was an 8 on the psionics.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm gonna have to take a major rest.
Consort.
Level 10, sweet. It's where the Final Fantasy music is on, you know.
Right. No, I should change up my my ambience to something happier.
Yep.
Level 10, baby. Oh, I gotta roll my hit die. My hit
Oh,
Wait,
die.
we're
Hold
level
on.
10 now?
I got divine.
Yeah.
You're level 10 now, Rara, by the way.
2d12s, baby. 2d12s. Let's go. Let's go. Max die. Max die. Come on.
And I
Let's
get
go. Let's go.
divine
Oh,
intervention.
I got a max die. 15. 15. I'll take it. I take it.
Mhm.
We take those.
I get divine intervention.
You see that, Ninja?
The 15? What's that roll for?
Yeah. That was for my hit die.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm at 73 health. Holy shit.
Puts me at. I'm at 167.
All right. So I need to know what everybody's taking a level as. I assume Grimorn is going to be level 10 Fire Cleric.
Yep. I'm staying pure. I'm not diverging.
Rah-rah. Are you going to go Bard 7?
I'm currently still thinking I should have cast that dispel magic.
Yes, you should.
Oh, I get 2 level 5 spells. Holy shit.
Is more gonna be Druid 8?
Yep.
Druid 8.
Nice.
I imagine Orin's gonna be Soul Knife 10 if he ever comes back. Taurus Maximus, are you gonna be Barbarian 10?
Barbarian 10! Let's go!
All right.
I go. Holy shit.
Rah
187
rah.
health.
Bard or Fighter, which do you pick?
I'm still deciding. Probably Bard. Bard. Yeah.
Probably Bard. All right.
Yep,
I'll mark
definitely
that
Bard.
as 7th then. Cool.
Wait.
Okay, so let me make notes about the rewards. So Gramorn wants to burn the Tree of Gulg. War with Gulg is what you want. All right.
Oh,
Soul
shit.
wants to become a Templar
Not that way.
in a dress.
No, I'm
Married
fleeing the country.
Nibenay.
I am fleeing the
You
country.
want? It's like I want to be the first male Templar, please.
I am
Ninja,
fleeing the country.
if we let's say we take some little bit of time downtime in Nibenay to help the city and all, do you think we could ask maybe this Icons or Seaman, Seamook,
Simuk.
if she can potentially train me or train us into our psionic powers, since she's super powerful?
Oh, all right. So
Mm.
she tells you that I don't know if I could really be a teacher. She is really quite young. She considers it for a moment. Roll a persuade against this insight I'm rolling now.
So,
Hail her,
So-
please, 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 please,
so,
please.
so, please come
I'll roll
and
my
help.
persuade.
All right. What is it you want? I can take a break from fleeing the country for this. What?
You need to help us convince Seamook to train us during our time off in the city, to train us in psionic powers.
I'll do it with
Yeah.
a
And I'll give you guidance, but you need to do a perception,
Persuasion roll.
persuasion. Yeah.
I get on my hands and knees and I beg her with a 16.
You get a D4 as a guidance.
Oh, I got a bless still. I'm still blessed, right?
No, that doesn't work.
Oh.
And you're not blessed anymore. No, it doesn't last that long.
You give guidance?
28.
My
Is it
God,
28 now?
I hope so. It's pretty high.
I begged with a 16 on my knees.
But we can defensively we defensively know that she's much more powerful than we are.
All right. She thinks about it long and hard. And then she says, well, I suppose so. I could teach you a few of the things that I have just sort of like been able to do since I was born. I mean, it seems natural to me. I'm really quite unsure why most people can't do some of the things I can do. Which is why I'm a little unsure if I could train somebody, but I'll try, I suppose. All right, so during your downtime, you'll be doing training as your activity, if you wish. And if you complete that training, then there will be a psionic talent perk at the end of it. I'll have to figure out what that is.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'm totally in. I'm gonna spend my time on that.
So can we take some downtime after this one?
Oh yeah, this quest is over. So at this
Yeah.
point, you're welcome to do downtime here and wait for the supplies to arrive from Tyr.
And I'm waiting the minimum of 5 days to get the copy of that transcript.
I just imagine one of the Velvet Alliance members telling me, "Wait, you know to spell magic? Why didn't you just cast it on Elemental?" I'm just like, "What?"
We learn something every day.
I would
thought
like
Kreese
to
knew what-
ask.
I thought Kreese knew what he was talking about.
I wanna ask Nibenay if I can, if they have like a bestiary or kind of like a
Yeah, they do.
area where
The
not like
menagerie in the arena,
like a
indeed.
menagerie.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's that lady. There's that lady that we met in the arena.
Yeah.
She
was in
she's
charge
a
of
beast trainer.
taming the beasts.
Study all of them so I can morph into them.
All right. He will declare that you have free reign to do as you like in the arena. All of the gladiators there shall do as you command.
Damn,
They are thus ordered.
Taurus Maximus is gonna have fun with that. Hey, maybe Taurus can ask you at the end of that half giant that he had a little bit, intimate time with.
Oh no, it's just a thing. This is a fling, man. Don't make it anything else.
You don't want anything serious?
I'm just here for a good time, not a long time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wait for my weapon to be commissioned. A magical weapon.
All right. Nibenay is a 23rd level psionicist wizard defiler with access to thousands of years of magical artifacts and enchanting knowledge. So, what do you want?
Oh my.
Keep in mind, though, whatever it is, it'll be tied directly to Nibenay. It'll be a Nibenay-powered artifact.
Ooh.
Like, think of this like a Daedric weapon from the Elder Scrolls. Like, it's a weapon that is tied to almost like a deity.
It's like that ring that we got. That.
So what you're
that
saying
was tied
is-
to Uric.
As long as I stay faithful to Nibenay, I can use this?
Correct. So Nibenay, it'll be like your Mjolnir, and Nibenay is the Odin. So if Odin decides you're unworthy, your enchantment on your weapon can just go away like that.
Can I put a stipulation on that it can only be used for good? I'm gonna do good things with it? Because I don't want to do bad things to like stay in Nibenay's favor.
Yeah, I don't know how I should respond to that. Nibenay tells you that this would be unwise, as many evil deeds must be done for good reasons.
Well, I like chaotic good. I can see that. I'm just saying.
He'll present you with an
I'm not
argument about you have a boat with 1 man on it and a boat with 10 men on it, and there is a great ballista aimed, and it can be aimed at one of the boats or the other, and you get to pick which it will be. You must choose which boat. And it is an evil act to choose, but if you do not choose to move the ballista from one to the other, then more people will die. Thus you have done an evil act, but for a just reason. So he lays out all of
But
these.
I argue with him. I go, well, what if
You
the
argue.
10 guys were bad guys and the 1 guy's a good guy? I'll kill the 10 guys to
Your
save the
character-
good guy.
Your character is way too dumb for that riddle right now.
Anyway, he's going to tell you that as long as it's in your heart to do no evil, then it will be so. So he basically just roundabout just tries to like convince you that it'll be like that, like what you want, without actually doing any of the
I
work.
like it.
It's like, please dumb it out for that
like
guy.
Yeah, so he's just going to sort of
Yeah.
trick you into thinking that you get what you want.
Yeah, I like the.
And it'll seem like it worked as long as you don't decide to do anything evil with it.
Cool.
You're chaotic good?
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I have a shifting from chaotic to lawful, depending on who
Mhm.
I'm around. But we're a pretty chaotic group, I would say.
Hmm.
I'm lawful, actually.
I'm just chaotic.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh man, you know what would have been nice to ask him to make for us is like a transportation vehicle that allows us to travel fast through the desert.
I was gonna ask, should I take Dimension Doors at 4th level spell?
Can you?
Yeah.
That would be pretty fucking awesome.
So it says here very rare is supposed to be 11th level, but in this case I'll make an exception. So you can get any enchantment up to very rare.
Well, all of us or him?
Well, no, on his request specifically was
Oh.
enchant my hammer. So he'll have a very rare enchantment on his hammer, whatever he wants.
Can you give us
Oh,
can you give us a flying carpet that can like support our entire group?
Not me. I'm too big.
He looks down at Grimorn and he ticks off on his scaly hand. Burn Tree of Gulg. Book of Fire Temples. You ask a lot, puny mortal.
But the you know
Piss
the
'em off,
burning the
man.
tree of gold is kind of a joint adventure. And we would be risking our life more than anything else facing that crazy witch down south from here.
He
And
says
that
many plans and plans within plans must be made before attempting a war with the Oba of Gulg. Though I loathe the woman, she is formidable, and I have tried to kill her for many centuries. So you must understand that I temper my my expectations on the war with Gulg. We will certainly
I tell him,
do what we can,
but
but
you didn't have us.
my city lays in ruins, and we must first rebuild before we consider the offensive attack. Otherwise, her counterattack may strike us dead. You have to
Please-
understand the risks.
please remember
Very rare is a +3 weapon.
Yep.
And please remember, the last time we were in Nibenay, you sent us back over there to go and destroy that magical necklace that would have been causing a lot of problem in the city. And we were foolish enough, but courageous enough, and strong enough, and resilient enough to be able to make that happen. So don't underestimate us. We can be very strong allies for you.
Don't argue with the guy.
Her tree is impervious to magic, so coming up with a spell
Yeah.
to break its enchantment will be quite difficult.
Well, maybe we can ask the assistance of my god. He's a powerful creature as well.
He nods, though he cautions you that only the most powerful of fire clerics could hope to achieve burning that tree. That tree
And
is
that's-
considered like a holy relic, that it's existed forever and is considered impossible to kill.
But
Now-
that is my dream one day to become a giant fire elemental.
Now, Nibenay is like a god, so he doesn't consider anything to be impossible to him, so he'll still claim that he could find a way to destroy it, but he doesn't necessarily know what it is right now.
That's okay. Sweet. Okay.
And it
Alright,
could
so-
possibly be weakened with a major spell like the one that he used to attack the Zwoon. That was a a high level, like epic level, higher than 9th level magic spell.
And what if we learn to maybe subdue the Zvoon to help us to amplify our power of flames to burn that tree down?
Nibenay cautions you that the power of the Zwoon is uncontrollable.
Yeah, that's what we've seen, but it seems like a lot of people in this town, in the city, in the air environment are actually recharging the powers out of the Zvoon as long as they're not asking for too much.
I have a question. Two questions actually.
Uh-huh.
We're playing by grit and glory rules, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So coup de grace is a thing. If there's an incapacitated target, you can just knock them out.
Yep.
All right. Another question. Should I take Dimension Door or Romulift Psychic Lance? Ralthism. I don't know how you pronounce this.
Dimension Door.
Do you know what the Psychic Lance does?
No.
Oh. You unleash a Simmering Lance of Psychic Power. It's 120 feet. From your forehead at a creature that you can see within range. Alternatively, you can utter a creature's name. If the name of the target within range, it becomes the spell's target. If you can see it, the named target isn't within range and lens dissipates without effect. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed throw, they take 7d6 psychic damage and are incapacitated to the start of your next turn. And on a successful save, the creature takes half the damage and isn't incapacitated.
Well, that's interesting. So then you would go like heavy into psychic DPS then.
Wow.
And there's the fact they automatically get knocked out. That's also.
And if you on top of that, what you can do is take some downtime like we're doing right now to get some training in psionic powers, which just adds to all of it. But that's pretty strong. How many D? Like what is it? 7D what?
76.
And what level is it?
So it's gonna do like 21 damage on average.
Yeah, so it's like a fireball practically. It is a fireball, but it's targeted and it incapacitate the other one if it succeeds.
Also,
It's
by the
so
wording of
Nibenay.
that, does that mean that an enemy that you know the name of could be out of your line of sight, but within the range, and you could just say the name
Yes.
of it, throw it,
Yeah.
and it
Oh,
would
God.
home in on it around
shit.
corners? That's cool.
That's a sniper. That's a sniper move right there.
All right, well, I mean, I'm still gonna say Dimension Door, but that is a really cool spell. So
Yeah,
go.
the fact they get automatically knocked out, and the fact we have a rogue here, just man.
Now, Dimension Door is fantastic for mobility and being able to survive things. For a squishier character, I mean, you've got some levels in Fighter, so maybe you don't need Dimension Door. Maybe you want more damage.
But Dimension Door, is it only for one person though?
You can bring
you
people.
bring a willing creature that's within 5 feet.
I want to tell
What-
Nibenay that I can't
what
make
is
up
the
my
distance,
mind.
though?
Is it okay if I save it for later? If I save the enchantment for later.
Yeah, I mean, you can come back and have it done whenever.
The one thing I would say though, Rara, is that you stay in the back and save, and the one thing that you're lacking most of the time in fights is like a strong attack. And that would be
Yeah.
a really good, strong thing for you. Like escaping and things like that in worst case scenario, maybe I can bring you back to life in the worst case scenario. But like having a strong spell like that one, and if you increase to your charisma, so your saving DC goes up on top of that, or you can amplify it with magical
yeah.
items. You can make that really fucking strong.
That's a good point.
But it's up to you. It's up to you at the end of the day. But it would be really good to have you like put some big damage, you know, when you can.
All
I
right.
have my
So-
at 10th level. I got a new skill. I get like a shout
That's cool.
from. It's called presence, something presence. Zealous presence, and I can shout to up to 10 creatures within 60 feet of me, and they all have advantage on saving throws and advantage on attack rolls.
What? Repeat that?
I can use it once per turn. Once per long rest.
It's like a
Zealous
shout?
presence. Once, yeah, I get a shout, a battle cry, and up to 10 other creatures of your choice within 60 feet of you that can hear you gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the start of your next turn.
And that's so strong.
Yeah, that's my that's my 10th level.
I get what do I get? I get divine intervention.
And that's a bonus action, by the way.
I get divine intervention, and I need a long rest to reset it.
Yeah, mine's a long rest too.
As an action, you can request your deity aid and roll percentile dice. If your roll is adequate for equal or lesser than 10, your deity intervene.
Hey, I'll be right back.
We gotta. I think Ninja. We're gonna have to talk about like some of the options for that. I think we talked about that previously.
For what now?
Kind of for divine intervention.
Hmm.
If successful, you can't use this feature again for 7 days. Otherwise, you can use it again after a long rest. But it's just I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go online and find some examples of people like what they have like use for divine interventions and things like that. And then we can kind of, I don't know. It's up to you. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna decide what's acceptable or not for that.
Sure. Yeah, I'm unsure. I don't do games at this level very often. So it's kind of untested, uncharted territory here.
That's kind of neat, though. I think this is gonna be like the tool that I'm gonna use when we really need it. You know what I mean? Or when we're kind of more desperate, or we need like maybe a clue or something like that. I don't know. Can you use your divine intervention when you're like, let's say you make a ceremony or like a sacrifice?
It's probably a good time to do it.
Yeah. Alright.
It's probably like the best time to do it.
Yeah. Or when you're like just in a shit situation and you need like a please help me, type of situation, like almost like a mini wish. I'm desperate. I need some help. So if we do the long rest with her, like training with her, like what would be the thing that we would be learning, Ninja?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. I had the page open a minute ago, but
Table
now
of-
I'm looking at the divine intervention. Yeah, in the Dark Sun DM rules, there's a tab called AWT. It's got the list. So you can pick from body equilibrium, far hearing, no direction, mental tools, object projection, psionic image, psionic spark, sensing eye, telekinetic grasp, and thought projection.
What was this?
These are the
We can
list
pick
of advanced wild talents.
And can you post it in the? Is it possible in the Discord?
Yeah, it'll probably have to come in a few chunks. Let me grab like 4 of them at a time and drop them in the Discord, maybe.
I think we should probably try to take something that we'd like, but not try to replicate it necessarily if it's not like you know what I mean.
So
Talking
that's
about psychic wild
body
talents?
equilibrium, far hearing, and no direction.
Oh, cool.
Here's the next ones. And the last batch is this batch here. So those are all the abilities you can pick from.
Projection.
You get it as a once per day that you can do as a bonus action.
Once a day. Okay. And it recharges every day.
It's a psionic ability. It's a once a day as a bonus action. And if you train this again, you can gain an additional use per day, and eventually you could have like a bunch of uses.
Project. Telekinetic grasp. That's like almost like a magic, like a what is it, a magic hand or whatever, a mage hand.
Yep. One object that weighs 20 pounds or less and isn't carried by another creature within 25 feet. You manipulate the target or move it 25 feet
But
to an area within range.
That'd be so good for like Oren or Rara.
So that's listed as a wild talent cantrip. It is a bonus action, so all of these can be used while casting another spell. So you can cast a spell and do, like if you had telekinetic grasp, you could do both during a turn.
Sentient Eye, that's really good.
You might like Psionic Spark, because you can set things on fire. It's perfect for a fire cleric.
Yeah, I can almost do that at will, though.
Right.
Like, I have a cantrip for that, though. Yeah, literally, I do cantrip that can replace that. Oh, psionic image though.
Hmm.
Like, effect each target must make a wisdom saving throw of DC 10 plus your proficiency, which is like for me would be +9. Plus an intelligence modifier. What is the intelligence modifier?
Whatever your intelligence modifier is.
Dude, like what would it be? No, I don't have enough. I have +0, so that doesn't help.
You don't have high int.
Body
But I would have a +9 just from the wisdom.
body equilibrium or no direction. Hmm.
Well, the party doesn't really have a navigator. No direction could be handy if you're going to go exploring out in the wastes.
We definitely need somebody with that. I was gonna say that because
Yeah, you used to have a ranger that took care of that.
yeah, last time we started walking through like a desert storm, it was kind of a shit situation.
But I feel like body equilibrium kind of goes with my vibe I'm going.
Is that not more like athleticism than strength though?
Man, Moon Druid level 8's kind of shitty.
Body equilibrium gives me advantage on acrobatics checks.
Yeah,
And I
that's
do not
dexterity,
sink
guys.
moving over soft or brittle terrain such as dust, silt, mud, snow, or thin ice. I mean, there's
Okay.
no snow or thin ice, right?
Can't you jump though?
Just-
There is no snow, there is no ice. There will be lots of silt, though. If you take
Yeah.
a boat out on the silt sea, there would definitely be some of that.
And I'll be able to walk across the silt sea. What?
Dude, far hearing, that could be useful too.
Man.
I don't know for a
moment,
spy
I can think this was-
for a spy character that wants to like hear a conversation. That would be pretty cool.
I think no direction's where I want to go with. Just to be some kind of utility, because that gives, you said, survival, nature, perception. Survival, nature. Oh, I have proficiency in all three of those too.
Dude, metal tool? What the hell?
So, I actually have proficiency in survival, nature, and perception. So I'd get advantage on those checks for an hour.
Did you see mental tool?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go no direction. With a moment's concentration.
Dude, I'm thinking like object projection would be something. Wait a second. Psionic image would be something really strong for me. But I just like the idea of telekinesis.
Hold on. So it says with a moment's concentration, you can sense which way is true north, right? And it says it lasts an hour. Like for
That's
1 hour,
really
I
good.
gain advantage. So does that mean I'm concentrating for an hour on that?
Yeah.
So then, if I'm concentrating on that for an hour, then I actually get to get the wisdom bonus from concentrating on my mind shielding headband, so I can actually get my +3. Because that's the problem with my mind shielding headband right now, is the concentration bonus. I don't have anything to concentrate on.
Thought projection is really strong too.
Yeah, I'm gonna do no direction. Oh. So wait, are we doing that downtime now?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to send before we do our downtime. I want to send word to Tyr. I want to send word to Arosto and tell him, ask him about the weapon that he was making for me. Just query and let him know that I'm here training in Nibenay. If it's done, he can send it to me.
How long have you been here in town? Like 2 days. I don't think it's done yet.
Well, I mean, we traveled here too, though.
Yeah, I think making a magic item takes like many weeks, depending on the quality and the cost. That was going to be a pretty fancy
How-
one, so it's probably going to take many weeks. Many weeks. It's not
how-
ready yet.
How long are we have we been here? I mean, I'm sorry. How long have we been here? How long are we gonna be here for trading?
A week at least.
Yeah, at least a week, I'd say.
No, I thought it was gonna be longer than that.
I am going to select Ninja. I'm gonna select Psionic Image.
All right.
While we do this downtime, can I find a way to sell this holy water? Whatever holy water I got left.
Yeah, you can try to sell it in town. You can probably sell it for half what it's worth.
Yeah, and I drink a lot of it, so let me see how much I got. 40 gallons. I gotta drink 4 gallons a day. But I did drink out of that other thing, so I want to say I got about 32 gallons of holy water.
25 silver apiece. Divided by 2. Long, what did you think what you're gonna do with the staff? Do you think you'll try to sell it?
Are you talking about the bug one?
Yeah.
A holy water flask is 1 pound. So I have.
I'm not really sure.
It's a rare
I have
staff.
256 pounds worth of holy water, Ninja.
It's worth a lot too.
Were you gonna use it, or did you
Well-
want it back?
Well, I borrowed gold and I gave it to you. You know, so
Yeah.
because I needed to buy, I really wanted to have that fire elemental staff, which has been really good. You know. The
Do you
fire
eventually want it back, and then
Well-
just buy it back?
No, but if you're not gonna buy it, like use it, I was gonna say maybe we can sell it for the group because it's worth a lot.
Well, wouldn't the money be for me?
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess. But you know, I owe you some gold now, so.
All right, so I put on the table a list of the animals that they'll show you when you go to the arena. There is a Raig, an Erdlu, an Erdland, a Crodlu, a Spotted Lion, a Constrictor Snake, and a Pterax. The Pterax is great, because that'll give you flying.
Ooh. Okay.
Spotted
Wait,
Lion's
can I
not bad
even-
either.
Can I fly though as level 8 druid, or is there still the restriction only with?
I do not know the details. I'd have to look into it. But the Pterax naturally can fly. Don't you just gain the abilities whatever beast you turn into?
There's some like level restriction on when I can have swim speed and fly speed. I don't remember what it is. I have to double check it.
Like if I remember, like the staff was worth something like 30,000 gold or some shit like that, or copper, I guess. It was worth quite a bit of money.
What's your limit for the CR of what you can summon?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can fly now. At 8th level, it's still only 2. I can do up to CR3 once I get to 9th level. But yeah, now I can fly. Now that I'm level 8th level. Sweet.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, Pterax.
Did
So
you see Trek-
Pterax is a CR3 creature. It is a
Oh,
large
fuck. Okay.
beast.
Next level, I can use it.
So next level, you'll be able to turn into a Pterax. It's a large beast. It's got Detect Life 120 feet, Psionic Resistance, Multi-Attack, Claw, Bite, and then it's got Biofeedback, Recharge on 6. It toughens its body against wounds until the end of its next turn. It gains resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Does the recharge on 6 is like 6 turns, or you roll a d6 dice until you roll a 6 to get it?
It's just like with the Giant Wind Elemental, I was rolling a d6. In my case, on a 4, 5, or 6, it would recharge, and I kept rolling 1s and 3s.
Okay, yeah, so it's just until you hit the number. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So it could
I just
happen
gotta
every
roll
turn, or it might never happen.
Okay.
With a recharge 6, it's a rare ability. It wouldn't happen very often.
During the downtime, Ninja, I'd like to go see the fire elemental, not the fire elemental, the fire clerics in the city, and
Yeah.
kind of give them like the update on, what Nibenay has said about the temple being probably gaining a little bit more stature in the city after all the work that they've done and
Yeah.
what we've accomplished here. And also, I'll share some of the information about once I get the manuscript. I'll share some of the information on all where some of the other temples are in the world, and that way maybe they can start sending some pilgrims to these other locations and just to spread the word for the entire world, to just to show our strength going up. They can use that as information.
All right.
And I'm not gonna ask anything for them.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just-
they're very interested to hear about where other fire clerics might be, where all the temples are and all that. So they'll want to look at that book, of course.
Yeah, because they'll definitely that might actually help our cause and help our temples to be able to spread the word. But except for that, I'm pretty much gonna spend the time training on the psionic powers.
Did you get to see the chat ninja?
Hang on.
So I filled it up. We've taken 2 days, and I did 4 gallons per day, taken away from it.
The water.
Yeah.
I got all this fancy fish, but I want to sell it in tier because they're gonna have more rich people over there. Like this city's in a bad shape right now.
All right. Well, the people of town are desperate for water, so you will get your 32 gold.
Cool.
Dang.
So not only are you giving them water to quench their thirst when they're dying of thirst, but it is holy water blessed by the priests of the water temple, so everybody will feel real good about themselves when they drink it.
I like it.
We
I
should
don't tell them
probably revisit the Temple of Water and make sure the priests are okay. Because last time we left, there was hordes of zombies over there.
Oh, the
Oh.
zombies are gone.
It's gonna be like a full-time job for you to find buyers, though. It's what is it, like 25 copper pieces or ceramic pieces per bottle of holy water. So the typical person's gonna buy one. And you're gonna have to sell a lot of them.
Well, we have contacts at the fire temple, and I'm sure the fire temple will buy some.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know how much
Sure,
the
but
fire
like-
temple would be interested. They like things they can burn, not things that are wet.
We still
have
use holy
plenty
water
of
for
holy
some of
water.
the spells.
Yeah, if you have to.
They probably used a lot for all these zombies. and
Wonder if you
stuff.
can make holy water out of like a flammable alcohol. That seems more in
Well-
line with a fire cleric.
Well,
Holy flames.
well, hold up. So Ninja, you got to remember, you have to use holy water to consecrate the areas. All these zombies were all over the place, and now they have to
No.
consecrate all this area.
Now we just have to use our divine, our turn on dims.
No, I'm saying to consecrate the areas though, like all the temples and stuff that were desecrated by
We
this
don't-
moon.
We don't really need to.
For the next week, the fire clerics are definitely going to gather up any remains and any dead bodies, and they're going
Yeah.
to burn them in big funeral pyres. They're going to make a big show of it. Huge
Yeah, and-
ceremonies, festivals will be thrown, dancers will come out and dance for the dead. It'll
Yeah,
be
for an
like
entire-
Cinco de Mayo with people wearing skull masks and dancing around.
for an entire week.
Yes,
There's
when
like there's like ash falling from the sky.
They're really into dance in Nibenay, so they're going to do a dance of mourning.
when I'm not training for the psionic stuff, I guess I'll be doing that.
Right. Door-to-door water salesman during the apocalypse. People are quite pleased to receive your holy water, but a little bit displeased to give away their precious wealth in exchange. That's at a premium. Normally it would be like two ceramic pieces for that dose of water, but it's 25. It's roughly 12 times the going rate. So this is like super extortion. It's like price gouging to the extreme. But your,
No,
your
it's
character's not
holy.
very bright.
It's
You wouldn't
holy
know.
Water. But it's holy water.
I know. It's just they're not using it for its intended purpose. They're thirsty. They need that water to survive after 3 days.
I wonder, is there any ways that maybe we can facilitate or help, like, with transactions, since we've made a little bit of contact with one of the house of merchants, one of the merchant house?
Yeah, Lady
Well,
Ali.
Yeah.
When I empty my water from selling all the holy water, I go back to to the Naganomicon and get like water, like regular water.
From the fountain, sure. Yeah, he's distributing the water from his fountain. During the week, you'll notice there's like a long line of servants delivering water from his water fountain, which is the only clean water in town at this point, and trying to distribute it as best they can to the people that are in need.
I only sell the holy water. I don't try to sell the regular water. I'm tired of it. But I don't got holy water no more. What's up, guys? I'm done.
32 gold and a magic weapon. Bonus. And a level
Yeah, I
up.
mean, no,
Whoa,
zero.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, 0 gold out of all this shit. I actually lost some.
And I got a bunch of potion of fire breath.
Hey, you got yourself a priceless book of knowledge of geography, like where those fire temples
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, and I have that wooden
I
mask.
still got 5 pears and 4 lemons left, guys.
And how much is it going to cost for Nibenay to mobilize a whole army to fight Gulg? That's got to be worth something.
Yeah. I'm broke though.
Yeah, talk to your rich friends, Moneybags Taurus over there.
Nah. I got some goods. I got all these.
Can I find a... Oh, I was gonna say, can I find a seller for this obsidian greatsword that I have? The half-giant obsidian greatsword. It's acid damage on it. Command word Reno.
Sure.
I don't see the price, the magic price. All I see is the 375 CP on it.
What's the enchantment on it?
Acid damage, command word Reno.
How much?
It doesn't have a price.
No. How much acid damage?
It doesn't say. It just says acid damage, command word Reno.
Ah, unidentified item, huh?
Oh, maybe it's unidentified. That makes more sense. Can I get someone from the Velvet Alliance to identify this obsidian greatsword for me?
Sure. Where'd you get it?
I got it when I got the half giant's fine clothes, the half giant weapon master's belt, Oh, I think I got this from the where we fought the rock golem that let Korganard open and stuff when he was breaking the metamorphosis. I think I got it back then.
Dude, I think I lost the information on all that fancy fish that we had.
It's on the table somewhere. I
I'm
know
looking.
it is because
I'm looking at it on my table. Like I know I put it in the bag of holding.
it's
But
right here.
is it?
Right here.
Oh, sweet. Okay. But that's gonna
27,000 CP.
Yeah. We gotta sell that, but I think it's worth to sell that in Nibenay.
Tier.
Yeah, in tier, sorry. Like in a city where they're not like gonna be able to afford like fancy fish like that.
Are we gonna go back? Can we go back to tier after we get our what you call it? Our psionic thing done. Oh, this is yours. It's yours. Britt. Oh, yeah, you're right next to me. I was like, wait a second.
Well, it's like the group loot.
All right, so this enchantment says 4,350, so half that's 2,175.
I'm in. So 2,075 and the 375?
2,175, plus the other half of the other amount that you saw, that was the base price.
That was a long mission.
Yeah, it was 15 weeks. 15 weeks to beat
Yeah,
that.
we gained one level.
No, like, didn't you gain 2? There was like one in the middle.
No,
No?
it's one level.
Yeah, all right. One level for this quest.
Well, we gonna kind of have to figure out like what's gonna be the next step.
It was pretty good though. That was a hard one. It was.
It's kind of neat to be able. Yeah, it was kind of neat because there was a lot of. There was a big mix of like fights and a lot of talking with NPCs and all that.
Yep.
And we might have made some sort of an ally with Nibenay for some of our.
I'd say of all the
Sure.
quests you've done, this is the one that feels like you've had the most impact on the world. Like, this quest line
So-
dramatically changes the course of history here.
Yeah.
So I should be able to find a seller for that here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to sell that.
This is a major town. There'd be a few thousand gold available. Nibenay will see that one of his nobles buys it, just as a favor.
Cool.
Would they buy that food here? Fancy fish?
Sure.
It's their food.
Yeah, it's 27,000 CP ish, more or less.
That came out to 2362. 5.
Food sells at half price.
Yeah, like an item.
Okay.
Wasn't it close to spoiling, too? It was like old fish.
Yeah,
So that would actually
Yeah.
reduce the price a little bit more.
it's fish anyways. But
I'll say you can get about 100 gold for it from one of the noble houses.
100 gold. Sweet. And the other ones, it's just a bunch of coins added to it. $100 actual gold.
Gold coins, yes. That'd be 10,000 ceramic pieces. But again, I'll point out you are selling food to the desperate, so it is kind of
I'm not a good character.
yeah, it's not a good act. Giving away food to the needy would be the good act. This is the neutral to evil act.
Does Taurus become evil for price gouging water to the needy?
Well, he's also selling stolen holy water from the water temple. But he's
Yeah,
unaware. He's sort of
yes.
blissfully unaware. He's just not very bright. It's not malicious. He's just doing it to do it.
And I did actually soil their water source also.
Yeah, that was malicious. That's an evil act.
I'm giving you 14 gold. Long.
I mean, they had a whole pool of water. I just filled up because I was thirsty. And then someone told me that it's worth a lot of money because it's holy. And I was like, oh, well, okay.
You said 17?
Was that
17 gold?
14?
So,
14
in
because
total,
that's,
I got
that's what I
54
owe you.
gold.
So, if you want to grab all of your figurines off the table, I'll switch to the Nibenay map. You guys can move yourself around the Nibenay map.
Oh,
Explore.
Taurus still owes me 5 gold.
Yeah, I paid you
Okay.
I
back.
owe you 5 gold.
I needed that gold, and I gave you.
Yeah, 14.
I give you that staff in exchange.
Here's your
Yeah.
antloid as well.
I will give you your 5 gold back as soon as you mention it to me.
Okay.
I'm moving soul, and then we
Well.
have. There's an item over here. I don't know if it's sold. Enchantment +1 weapon extra value.
Yep, that was just sold.
Have any of the shops been updated on the thing?
No. Plop. Put these somewhere. Let's see, do I need anything else here? Doors, effects, 3 intersection.
Someone grab Orin. Okay.
Oh yeah, I moved this character. Where's the? Okay.
There was this picture too. You guys didn't look at this one. It was actually, where was it? I think it's this tower here. Had the Crimson Gallery in it. You guys just like totally missed that.
Yeah. What is that about? What did we miss there?
So this was in this room. It's just like a display. He's got a bunch of crazy shit in here, so that would have been kind of interesting to look at. You could have investigated and searched through some of his weird displays.
Oh, man.
It's sort of like this one over here where he's got all of these weird animals that haven't existed
Yeah.
for several hundred years. So he's got this display. It's a lot of statues of his wives, his most attractive wives, and lusty poses and stuff. So that would have been interesting to explore, but oh well. I just wanted to pull it out because I went to the effort of making the little card for it. All right, so going off the Inner Sanctum map, I can pack that one. You guys have all your figurines off now, right?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Lag. Come on, lag. There we go. Nibenay proper. And I can definitely get rid of this glowing shit, because that has not been happening for a little bit.
Oh my god.
Thingamajig
looking
of
at the-
power is gone.
What kind of armor can I wear?
All these fires, they're going to go out after a week.
Only medium armor? Shit.
Your armor's about as good as it gets. You've got 20 AC on a
Yeah.
medium armor build.
Hey,
Does it
there's these bronze earrings of storage that you have here in the Nibenay shops from the preservers. Are we able to talk to the preservers now?
That is the Veiled Alliance.
Oh, okay, okay.
Well,
And that doesn't say anything about attunement. Can I buy that?
Sure.
It just stores
okay.
an object. Oh, it's just an individual object.
An object. Yep, one object.
So I can like store my my thing of water. My big barrel of water.
Yeah, that'd be a good use of it.
Okay. That's gonna make me more mobile too.
Good idea. Good
Yep.
thinking. It's a little too
I'm
smart
gonna
for your
buy
character,
that.
but whatever.
I'll pretend I was at the preservers and
And they had the
talking
idea.
to them,
Yeah.
and I'm like, it's so hot sometimes carrying all my water around, but I get thirsty.
They got bracers of
Like-
archery.
Let me show you this, my friend.
Well, I'll be back in a minute.
So that's a 1435 Ninja CP. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. 14 gold. And 35.
So that was from the preservers.
Preservers.
What's it called?
They are the bronze
Earrings of storage. All right. Silt runners made it. Those tricky little bastards. A trinket that was crafted with chaos parts. All right, so those are those little thieving lizard guys that steal your items and then run into their hidey holes and you can't get them. That like Grimorn really wanted to burn but couldn't. So they made this magic item. So they're very, very small earrings in sort of a primitive style. But when activated, they store an object in a pocket dimension.
What's that?
I'm finally back.
I was saying that the earrings that he just bought were crafted by silt runners, those little lizards that steal magic items and then run into their hidey holes that you really wanted to blow up.
The cool lizard?
So I have 3 charges on it, and I can get it back. I get it charged back at noon and midnight. And so every 12 hours I get a charge back. But I'm going to use it to hold my water, my big barrel of water. Because it can only hold one thing, one object.
Yeah.
But it can
So
be a
I'm gonna
big
hold
object
my-
that fills a whole 5x5.
So
You could have a 5x5 box full of lead that weighs like tons, and you could fit that object in there.
So now my drinking barrel is going to be saddle.
So
Wait,
the
I
item list hasn't changed, but there's a lot of good things that are still on it.
Ninja, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I were to, let's say, have like a giant block of iron and were to use Dimension Door, teleport 200 feet in the air, and I were to have fly, but the block didn't have fly, would the block drop on top of the target?
You have to be able to carry it. What's your carry limit? It's like 15 times whatever your strength score is.
Ooh. Fire Drake scale mail?
My
My weight
character
limit?
now weighs 75 pounds. And my carrying capacity is 660 pounds. My
150
character is
pounds.
fast now.
I could probably do it to Joe, but not me, because I can't carry that much.
You can bring one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. Its carrying capacity. So you could like grab Taurus and whatever he's carrying and bring it.
I'm not carrying anything really anymore. I have 75 pounds worth of gear total.
Well, he's looking at Dimension Door, right? He's trying to figure out like what can I bring. It says you can bring one ally and whatever he's carrying. So technically you can teleport everything that the strongest person can hold in his hands at like
Well-
15 times his strength score, and then you can Dimension Door that
70
500 feet.
That means I can hold anything up to 580 pounds.
How
Yeah.
much damage would that do?
So you're talking about taking like 580 pounds of metal, like a block of metal. You're gonna teleport it 500 feet up. You're gonna drop it on something. I think it's like d6 per 10, so that's like 58 d6 of crushing damage.
I'm
It
gonna
happens.
strategize this
It
ultimate
happens.
move.
It happens almost instantly because something can fall like hundreds of feet within 6-second space. So
How do I stay alive?
I would
Fly or
probably,
glide
I
or
would
something.
probably give the creature a dexterity save to jump out of the way.
I'm saying,
I
how
can't
do
even
I
roll
get out
50.
of
I
the
can't
way?
even roll 58 d6 on my roller.
I know, right?
How would we roll that?
Oh, I also see some vegetables and stuff while I'm there, and I'd like to inquire about to what these vegetables do, and then possibly buy them all.
Talking about the ones on the list.
Today. On the preservers, yeah. Melons of greater healing, 4d4 plus 4, and then they have grapes of climbing, peppers of diminution, and magic olives of diminution.
All right. So you want to buy some of those? Yeah, they'll gladly explain what each one of them does.
Oh my god.
And
Rara, there is this necklace that you need to get at some point.
What does it do?
It's called Necklace of Secretiveness. It's on the Preserver's list in Nibenay. It's worth a fortune though.
How much is a fortune?
21,000 copper.
You could just say 216 gold coins.
But 3 times per day, when casting an arcane spell of 6th level or lower, you can cast your spell without making any sound. So you don't have to care about the verbal. So you could hide a lot of your spells that way.
If it's a spell that only has a verbal component, you can cast it without doing a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get the peppers or the diminution. Diminution
Yeah,
I'm not
why
gonna
would you
do
want to
that.
be smaller? That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense to me. Yeah.
But healing,
The flying
that
is
melon
cool.
of healing's probably good to have. The flying is handy.
The grapes of climbing. Yeah, I like climbing.
Hey, Grimorn, I think I'm gonna switch out my cantrips to mending and druidcraft since you use guidance.
You skipped guidance. That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm all-
and you
I-
also have a lantern all the time, so produce flame's not really necessary.
No, you don't need to. I can take care of the flames. Don't worry.
Guys,
Alright, so I got those 2 from them.
It's
Forgot
late.
I probably can learn a spell.
You out of here?
yeah.
Well, thanks for playing tonight.
Yeah.
You don't need to thank me. I'm kind of obligated to show up. I did agree to be part of it.
It was the big finale too, and you wanted that level up.
Now all I seek is combat. I want to try out this new dimension door tactic. Taurus, we have to practice.
Oh, I get a new cantrip.
Taurus, I want to walk up to Taurus and ask him, Taurus, I got this crazy idea. You want to hear it?
Okay.
All right, so we get a however many pound block of iron, right?
Big block iron. Okay.
Yes.
Big shiny
Then we
block.
somehow get you or me, well, you and me probably, to be able to stay suspended in the air, right?
Okay.
Then I cast Dimension Door 500 feet above the enemy, drop the
Okay.
solid block of iron down.
Okay.
Good. You down for this tactic?
Okay.
Really? There's no convincing. Just okay.
Question.
Uh
How do we stay in the air?
huh.
don't
That
wanna
is a
fall.
work in progress. That's the fun part.
Is it fun or scary?
It all depends. Do you know someone who knows fly?
Who told you I got plums?
I'll got plugs. I forgot. I'm the guy who does that. Okay, never mind.
No,
I-
I just got a plum. I just got a plum of flying.
Wait, you.
Hey, Krius, do you ever
I
use
literally
like
just got
a
a-
ranged weapon? Because there's these fire arrows that apply an alchemist fire on a hit.
No. No, I got spells like for all that.
Gotcha.
I got plenty of cantrips I can use.
Yeah, I am. I'm stocked up, meow. Got me some stuffs. Pretty happy about it.
Now I think I finally have enough for a promotion. You know.
He's trying to get a promotion. Damn it! I love it. I love it.
What, in the Veiled Alliance?
Yes.
All right, well, that's an interesting thought. All right, so the Veiled Alliance of Nibenay, up until recently, was led by a charismatic leader. And when all of the situation went down, he tried to use the giant crystal of communion to commune with the Zwoon, but the madness of the Zwoon overtook his brain, and he began just randomly murdering the other Veiled Alliance members. And so they retaliated and they killed him. And then Jord temporarily has been leading people because he is 8th level. He's the strongest spellcaster in the Veiled Alliance currently in Nibenay. But if you want to plead your case that you should be the leader of the Veiled Alliance of Nibenay, Jord would step down if you can convince the Veiled Alliance that you should be the leader.
Bet.
You want to make the roll? Let's do it.
Yes.
Oh my god! He's
So
gonna take
this
over.
is a contest. Jord believes that he should be the leader, and he's going to roll his persuade against your persuade.
But wait, he's also a
Guidance.
he's
Guidance,
also a
oh.
friend of Nibenay now, right?
Yeah, everybody's good with Nibenay now.
Yeah, but not necessarily Jord, right? Just
Well, Nibenay said he'd be cool with the Veiled Alliance. They can operate within the city.
no, but I'm saying like we're in his inner
His
circle.
friend.
We have access to Nibenay now.
Nibenay's got nothing to do with the Veiled Alliance hierarchy, though. He's trying to become the leader of the Veiled Alliance.
Give me guidance. I need guidance.
I think he's trying to say that because he has connections in the city, he should be a leader of their of the Veiled Alliance.
You should be
Got
the
you.
representative.
However-
of the Veiled Alliance.
However, you have to consider that up until like this past week, the Veiled Alliance has been in a bitter feud with the Templars and Nibenay. So actually being connected to Nibenay will probably be a detriment. It'll make people hate you.
Chris,
What up?
can I get a guidance?
Just think of all the
Yeah.
brothers and sisters and friends that have died because of like Nibenay. They're gonna hold grudges and be unhappy about any connection to Nibenay.
Alright.
Mm.
I use my wild talent guy as well.
What are you trying to use?
Wild talent die.
Yeah, I think so. It's
Got it.
charisma based, right?
Mm-hmm.
Charisma persuasion. Go for it. So I've got a 16. What have you got? Are you more persuasive than Jord?
29.
29. More than double what Jord had. Not only have you convinced the others that Jord should not be the leader, but you've convinced Jord that he should be on your side, and he's now voting for you as well. All right, you are the de facto leader of the Veiled Alliance in Nibenay, for whatever's left of it. Like you can see, there's only like Jord, a level 8 guy, and then there's like another like 19 third level mages that you can boss around now.
Yes!
What the fuck just happened? He just got a squad.
Yeah, well, their leadership is decimated. If you want to take a leadership role, you can lead them, but So it's all based on performance. So if the Veiled Alliance in Nibenay does well, then you can continue to be the leader. But if it does poorly, they will vote to have you not be the leader anymore.
But are you gonna like stay in Nibenay now?
That's the thing. If you leave Nibenay for a long time, your
They're gonna be
pull
like, we need a new acting leader now.
your pull in Nibenay only goes so far. You could then have somebody act in your stead as like your lieutenant. You could pick a lieutenant, and that would work.
Pick Jord. Pick Jord.
And then he ends up being the leader anyway because you bail out. That's funny. He's like, I'm the leader. No, you're not the leader. I'm the leader. All right, you're the leader. Are you leaving? All right, I guess I'm the leader.
It's like if I sew back up, okay, your leader's back.
Yep, leader's back. He's the leader when you're not here. That works out.
Well, do we have anywhere to go?
Well, that's the next thing to figure out. While you're in your downtime, you guys can think about where you want to go in the world, what you want to do. I guess the supplies from Tyr are going to arrive with a big caravan from the various merchant houses, and then people are going to have food and water. Many of the guilds are going to organize to start rebuilding the buildings and cleaning the streets. That's going to be a major operation. There's going to be a lot of construction going on.
Does the Tyr need assistance with that caravan?
No, they know what they're doing. The caravan arrives and they begin distributing throughout the city. They meet up with all their contacts in the merchant houses. Business as usual. The main thing is the streets are full of rubble, so getting things around requires many detours.
Yeah, I'm so interested. This is gonna be fun.
I want to buy a
lot of
flying
stuff going
carpet.
on.
The promotion I didn't know I could get.
Is there a flying carpet to sell in this town?
In this town, let me look.
I don't remember the price though.
Nah, not in this town.
I think it's in Tyr, huh? I'll take a look. Forget about it.
Yep, it's in Tyr. Black market in Tyr. You got to get in good with the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is hiding that magic flying carpet down in their boss's vault or whatever.
I already bought from them before.
Yeah. As long as you're in good with the thieves and you can get to the black market, they might sell that to you. But it is a very rare item that is kept by the master of the thieves.
Yeah, that's the next step. Or it's gonna be like a major, like if I could find something like really powerful towards like that I can use for enchanting an object of some sort. That's probably what I would go for.
I figured you'd want to get the mask of the elemental and the elemental rod.
Yeah, or the ring of fire elemental.
Yeah.
That would be really fucking strong.
I scattered some really good fire-related items throughout the town, so it's really just up to you to adventure and get money, and then go to whatever town has it and buy it.
Yeah, I got the strong one in Nibenay already. I got the elemental staff of fire, or the elemental rod of fire.
Elemental rod. Oh, you have that already? Is it like
Yeah.
this one?
The one that's like 11,000.
11,000. You got that? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
That's
one.
what I
Any
bought.
divine spell cast by the rod bearer has its save DC increased by 1.
Yeah, but it gives me a +2 religion check and a bunch of other stuff too.
Well, if it's a fire, it gives you a +4 bonus on your religion check.
Oh, so I should have had a +4 then.
It says a cleric gains a +4 bonus to religion checks of the corresponding domain while holding the rod.
Yeah, so yeah, I should have had a +4 instead of +2, and then that's great for sacrifices.
I have a question about the timeline. We're gonna spend time doing the training.
Yes.
And
It
then
is
we're gonna
a
move
week
to-
of downtime.
How long does it take to get to Tyr?
About a week.
So after the caravan gets, so I'm guessing the caravan's gonna be here in a few days, right?
We could do the fast travel again if you want to take one of those undead war beetles, since they have them
Yeah.
here in Nibenay.
I I'd like that.
Nibenay already said he would hook you up, so you can get a free ride on, if you want to take that back to tier.
Well, I wanted to go back to tier and see about getting that weapon when I get back to tier, if it's done when I get there. I was just gonna.
Well, you
I was-
spent a
when
week
the-
here, and you're gonna spend a week on the Beetle, so 2 weeks have gone by.
Well, plus we spent a week coming here, so that's 3 weeks.
Trying to think where I had that item listed.
All right. See
It
you
was
guys.
a roasto.
Good night.
Good night. See you later, man.
I know I had like written it down somewhere what all it did and how much time it was gonna take to craft it, but I don't remember what I did with it.
A little question though. Did we figure out what the wild magic effect that we got when we try to communicate with these Voon?
I did make notes of what they were. They were like mysterious, right? I'm just curious what they were. So let's see. Ra was gonna reincarnate if he died within a minute. One of them said all creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw. The one on Grimorn was you are immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 18 days. So if you tried to drink any alcohol during the 2, well, I guess it's going to be like 3 weeks. 3 weeks of no drinking.
Well, I'm just gonna go on a drinking binge contest and bet who can drink more than me. I guess.
Yeah, that might work once.
Make a couple gold.
Wait, you're the one that can't get drunk? I thought that was me.
I got it too, but for like 18 days.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm really wondering what the hell is going on.
Yeah, I didn't even want to like say what that did because it was so like not obvious. You'd have to like between adventures go drinking at a bar to realize what it did.
Yeah, I probably would not even realize that.
Oh, I need to do an Arcana check to see what the tingling thing did to me. Arcana. Intelligence.
Bracers
Ninja, I
of
sent you my notes
archery.
I had.
14. Do I know what happened to me after I interacted with this wound?
With the 14, no, but it was the out of character. It was the have disadvantage on saving throws against your spells effect.
Like, other people have disadvantage against my saving throws against my spells?
Yeah, if you had cast a spell, they would have had disadvantage on the save.
Okay.
But you're
Was
fighting.
it just for like a short period of time while I was fighting, or?
Yeah, it wore off.
Okay.
It was for the next minute, so after a minute it didn't tingle anymore, it went away.
Dude, the defilers in this town, they have some really expensive stuff.
Okay, so that list is available to Ra. So if you ask Ra to grab one of those for you and give him the money, he can buy it.
Okay.
Nobody was going to have access to that list, but because his 30 charisma persuasion check gets him into the Templars group, he can buy from their store.
The one that I just showed you, that was the one I'm wielding right now. Without the cleaving weapon on it. The other one I just linked to you, Ninja, that was the Rosto's Booming Mall. That was the one he was making for me.
Ah, right on.
Give me Did I, like, the wooden mask that I have, is it the Helm of Nibenay?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That thing is worth a fortune.
Yeah, it is.
Are you keeping that thing?
Yeah, but yeah, I was thinking of giving it to Oren, but I don't know if Oren's coming back or if
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
worth like
giving it to-
it's worth like 643 gold, but good luck finding a buyer. That's
Yeah.
way too valuable.
like if Oren is not coming back. Well, I don't know. Like, would it be like with the amount of time that he comes back? to play,
Also,
like-
you probably wouldn't be able to sell that in Nibenay without drawing a lot of attention. probably most prospective buyers here in town would be quite worried that they'd get murdered for wearing helm of Nibenay without authorization to do so.
Maybe we'll sell it at some point, but I'm just thinking.
Sell it to somebody in the forest kingdom,
Gold?
and then tell
Set the tree on fire.
them they have it.
Yeah, exactly.
They must have been spies inside Nibenay. They took in it.
No, but that's the type of like item that potentially would be a good item for an expensive trade, though. We'll have to see. For the time being, I'll keep it because, like, I think it'll still be more useful on me than on Orin, because like Sky, like we really don't know if he's ever gonna come back or he's here every like once every 2 or 3 weeks. So.
Yeah, I should probably look for another player. Should go on Reddit, LFG, and see if I can grab myself just a total noob, somebody enthusiastic to fill that role of our new ally that we meet.
Wonder if damn, it's been so long I forgot his name. The archer that we used to have with the dog.
We'll talk about the
Psychofrog.
Psychofrog, yeah, there you go.
You want Psychofrog to come back?
That would be
Yeah,
nice.
I'm wondering if he is.
Yeah, we could message him and say, hey, we want you back. He was looking for a game, but he wanted one on like Friday. I don't know if he was successful.
Like, he was a good guy. Like, it would be nice if he came back.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah, did you? So you saw that Arosta's booming mall?
I think that was supposed to be rare, wasn't it? It says like 10 weeks on that one.
Was it 10 weeks?
10 weeks for a rare, so you've burned through 2 of those weeks. It's not going to be ready for some time.
Damn it. Because I want to get that Arosta's booming mall, and then I want Nibenay to enjoy.
Like, if we're gonna be, but I don't mind if we take that long personally. Like, but if we do take that long, what I would do though is I would like to go back to tier, because I want to work on the on my temple, on the shrine.
Yeah, I want to go to tier as well.
Wasn't there already progress on that? Like, hadn't you already gotten him started like a week before?
Mm-hmm.
So then he'd be like 3 weeks in?
I got him started when I first got to tier, before we went to do the whole Corgonon thing.
Before you did the Korganard thing.
Mm-hmm.
How long did that take?
Not sure. How long did it take to go from tier to the Corgonard thing and fight the...
Where'd you go? You went from tier to Uruk?
No, we went from... No. We went from... So we got to tier, I met Arosto, started giving him money, and then we ended up going to meet the Veiled Alliance to go get Corgonard and do the ritual. And then we came back to tier.
Oh,
And I kept
before we
giving
went to
him
the
more
lake.
money.
Yeah, before we went to the Oasis and fought
Oh yeah, the
the
Oasis.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a
So I
couple
started
days
before
though.
that.
That's a couple days, and then there was like a week of us traveling to Nibenay. And then there are a couple of days that we spent in Nibenay going through all this adventure.
All right,
then
so...
then a plus one more week of while we are in Nibenay training, doing the psionic stuff.
Yeah, I already counted that one. All right, well, I'm going to say it's 4 weeks of progress. You've got 6 to go.
Okay.
If
What do
we
you guys
have
want to
a-
do for 6 days, 6 weeks of downtime?
I'm going to spend it on, but I'm gonna go back to tier, and then for sure, and I want to work on the shrine, and I want more pilgrims, work on getting more followers, and then spreading the word of our shrine to all of the other temples.
Oh, that is not going to be a problem. After all of your exploits in Nibenay, when the fire clerics of Nibenay worked with you, things went so well that you're going to get 52 pilgrims.
Okay. And we're gonna spread the word and make like a giant connection between all the temples.
Even the water temple?
No, only the fire ones. Fuck that.
Oh.
So the 52 pilgrims are not going to arrive all at once. They're going to probably over the course of a year. So there will be 52 more pilgrims during the course of the year.
Yeah, and that might be able to like bring up like the strength of every one of the shrines. You know, a little bit in every one of the towns.
It'll certainly spread renown around the land as they travel.
Yeah.
Little candles popping up everywhere.
Yeah. And then also, if there's a way for me to, I'm gonna do some shopping in Tier then, and see what they have there. Actually, I don't really need.
How long are we staying in Nibenay, by the way, for the downtime stuff?
So it's a week in Nibenay, and then you get on the undead war beetle, the Rosetta war beetle, and you travel for a week to get to Tyr. So that's a second week of downtime in there. Although you're a little more limited on what you can do on the beetle, since it has limited accommodations.
And we were spending some of the time training our psionics.
Well, the first week in Nibenay is mostly spent doing psionic training. It eats up a huge portion of your day every day, and leaves just a little bit of downtime for you to rest and eat and explore town, talk to people.
Okay, so we can't do much else, like if I wanted to do...
You wouldn't be able to do an additional downtime activity.
But
Okay.
you could probably spend some time like if if personally I left earlier, you know, and like we don't have to leave all at the same time to go back to Tier.
Well, now that you know that it's going to be an additional 6 weeks before that item is ready in Tyr, you might just want to delay and stay here in Nibenay a lot longer.
Well, is there more psionic training that we could do?
Yes, you can get more of those. You can train the same one additional times to get additional uses per day, stuff like that.
I'd like to learn telekinetic grasp.
All right. So is everybody down for a whole extra week?
Yeah, I want to learn body equilibrium.
Okay. So, I'm going to say that, like, you can get one per level normally without too much trouble. But if you're trying to get a second one within the same level, I'm going to have you make a roll to see if you're a good enough student to master a second psionic talent in so short a span of time. It's going to be an intelligence test because psionics are all about the mind.
Can I do spend double the time to learn it? Take 2 weeks instead of a week.
Spending twice as much time would decrease the difficulty a little bit.
If we don't get it on the first try, do we still gain progress?
Sure.
So if we don't get it on the first week, we can possibly roll the second week. and
With
get it on
advantage,
the-
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I'll do that then.
Yeah.
What was the roll?
Intelligence test. DC 20.
DC 20?
Uh-huh. It's not easy.
Well,
I'm-
I can't get a DC 20.
I'm gonna fail.
I can't get a DC 20. No,
I'm gonna-
I literally
I'm gonna
am
fail
not able
that.
to.
No, not the first week.
Yeah.
Can I do with advantage the second week?
Sure. Yeah.
Is it still a DC 20?
Yeah.
I can
Nah.
never roll a DC 20.
Yeah, you'll have to wait until you level up to take a second one.
Is that
Okay, can I
that's
increase this one then? My uses off of the other one?
No, it's like the same thing. It's getting
Oh.
an additional one or taking the same one again is all the same. It's
yeah, I'm gonna
Same
forget about
mechanics.
it. And I'm gonna spend the rest of my like 3 weeks in. Actually, it's gonna be 4 weeks in Nibenay working on the shrine, and
Oh, can we
then
do it with
shotgun
our?
stuff like that.
Can we do it with our psionic? Our psionic dice?
No, no. This one is just like how good is your brain at psionics? It's a real just basic ability test.
It's not wisdom.
Yeah, so you don't get to add much to it. Yeah, the first one's a gimme, one per level, but then the next one, you're trying to store so much psionic information, only like a really intellectual big brain could memorize so many psionic sort of techniques and use them well.
What are the things you uh like the spell list or whatever for the sonic abilities that you're picking from? Like where do
I
you...
put them in the Dark Sun Discord text chat. So if you look in there, you can see the whole list. Starts at body equilibrium, goes down to thought projection.
Oh, actually, is it possible for me, since I have more access now to some of the other temples, to have some of the pilgrims going around all these places looking for information on, strong, elemental fires that they might seen or they know of, or
Well, I would say no. The pilgrims are drawn to Tyr to see your temple because of the stories you tell about your temple and how great it is. So that's what those guys are about. If you want, you can hire messengers to go to the other fire temples and carry a message.
yeah, can I do that? Like, I'd like to be able to find something like some rare fire elemental material, or maybe some magical element, like magical items that they might know from the other temples. That's something that they probably would keep track, or maybe they own as well.
You're asking about what magical fire artifacts they have in their possession.
Yeah,
All right. Let me make a note about that.
I'd love to find like a, what is it called? Like those fire creatures, Ifrits or anything like that. That'd be a pretty cool creature to meet.
All right, hang on. You want to hire messengers? They're going to charge you. Let's see, 2 ceramic pieces per mile to run across the desert delivering messages. So I'll have to figure out how much it's going to cost for you to send messages to all the temples. I have to figure out where all the temples are as well.
I'll spend the money.
I was trying to look it up earlier, but I'm not sure exactly where it is in the book. I seem to recall I was reading in one of the books, and it listed a bunch of the main fire temples and where they're located, but I couldn't find it. I hate when I like vaguely recall reading something in the book and then I can't remember exactly where it is or which book it's in. It's a pain.
Yeah, it's like such a specific thing too.
Right.
You know, doesn't yeah.
And trying to look it up online, there weren't a lot of resources about where all the fire temples are in particular. I think in Dark Sun they assume you're going to make a lot of shit up, so I'll probably just make up some temples to put on the map somewhere.
Yeah, and shrines, they don't have to be in cities too. They can be in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, especially like fire shrines. A lot of them live out away from cities and things.
Yeah, like on the map too. Like there is like north of here, like of Tyr. I don't know if it shows on this map, but there's like a giant fucking lake of lava. I bet there's something over there.
So you wanted to ask what fire artifacts they have or know about?
Yeah, and maybe some powerful fire elemental creatures.
Or about fire elementals. Alright. So I'll add that to your letter, and your messenger will take off across the desert.
Yep.
I'll figure out a price, and I'll let you know about that after I do my my prep for next week. Man, it's almost 1 in the morning. We're going late here.
Yeah. That's good.
I think I would. So we're getting 2 of the wall tonsils are staying longer.
2 of what's?
The
Oh, well, it's
So
if you can make a
all
roll.
help.
So the first one you don't have to roll for, but the second one you have to make a DC 20 intelligence test.
Is that if we're only trying to get the same one, or
Yeah, even if you're trying to get the same one a second time, it's just to get the AWT more than once per level. It's quite difficult.
I think so? The first one I want to get the sensing eye and then roll a D20 intelligence check.
All right.
And I guess that once we all meet in tier, the,
13.
like the last week or the last few days of our long time, it might be a good time during that time to get back together and then figure out what's our next step, because we got to figure out we're gonna have to figure out what our next mission is gonna be.
So, Long, if you fail the roll, it's not that you didn't learn anything, it's just that you didn't master it. So, if you, in the future, do that training for an additional week, you can make the roll again, that time with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, we can do an
So
advantage +1.
no, it only goes up to
Do
advantage.
violence.
But so make a note that you did train that, but you just haven't mastered it.
Okay.
So I did body equilibrium 2 weeks in a row, right? First week with no advantage, the second week with advantage. I have a -2, right? Does it mean that I can never master it?
Well, didn't you get a different one first? That was the first week.
Yeah.
And then you failed the body equilibrium one on the second week?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I thought we were doing it a third week.
We going into week 3?
I was confused.
Krios?
For what?
How many weeks do you spend in
Did we go
Nibenay?
into a third?
I spent 2 weeks and then I left and I spent 4 weeks in working on what I'm working. So it gives me an entire month to like once I get there to send my messengers. Maybe I'll
Okay.
get a message.
So-
Maybe I'll get a message back.
So if the party is staying together, then you would have 2 weeks in Nibenay and then 4 weeks in Tier after a week of travel there.
I might leave
So-
before the rest of the group though.
So that's
Just
like
for Tier.
7 weeks later is where we're gonna pick up.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
so
took
so I get an
let's say
extra
I
week
did the
or?
1 week of body equilibrium.
So I get another week to
To-
attempt or what?
To do the training, we have to have a teacher, right?
Yes.
This is not okay. So it's not something we can just
Seam-
do
Seam
while
Hook
we're
is your
traveling,
trainer.
run ourselves.
No. Without Seamook, you could not gain one of these.
Do I get an extra week if we do 7 week total or what?
1 week in transit. Well, you just said that you were going to be in Tier working on your temple for 4 weeks.
Yeah, so I'll do that. I'll focus on that because I said that earlier. And
So there's a week in transit on a beetle where Seamook is not going to be there, so you can't do anything that week. The first week in Nibenay was the one where you didn't have to roll. The second week is the one you rolled on and failed.
Yep.
So there's not another week in there. No.
No, forget about it then. Next time I'll do with advantage.
But Seamook is here, and she has been convinced to try to train you, so if you want to spend a bunch of downtime, you can continue to try to develop some of these weird little psionic talents that you can use sparingly.
Well, we do have also what's his name, the dude in tier that maybe can continue my training at some point.
And there's even other ones besides this. There's the remote viewing trainer in one of the towns. I think
Mhm.
Ultrarook.
Yeah, so like next time I'll do it like the telekinesis. I'll do it with I'll roll it. I'll get it from the level or I'll get it from with advantage.
Yeah, the easiest way is to wait until you hit level 11 and then to just come back here and spend a week of downtime. And then you
Yeah,
don't even have to roll.
Well, I might actually do it with the roll and then learn a second one if I do actually get it.
All right. I'm going to pack the table. And Jodeb, you can save it now.
Okay.
And I'm going to end the stream. Thanks for watching out there in Twitchland. And we got some sort of ad in there. Thanks, Mr. Adman, for tuning in for
Mhm.
a moment.